Going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the High Level Pro Boxing Media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, man, my people's channel. What's going on with the people? Did y'all see that Edwin De Los Santos versus Shakur Stevenson? Let me repeat that: the Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos fight tonight. A lot of people have a lot of things to say. Some people think, it was a boring fight. There was a lot of boos in the stands. Um, in my behalf, I like fights that are chess matches. Would I've liked to see a little bit more combinations? Yeah, for sure. But in the same time, I can appreciate a high level chess match. Uh, and that's facts. But I came on here to check what y'all gotta say. I came here to figure out what y'all believe. Anybody that hit me up on Instagram and asked me, yo, what's your pick? What's your pick? I gave you my picks, guys. I told you what my picks were, my predictions were, and I ain't gonna hold you. Spot on, baby. Spot on. Some people were saying, I was being realistic. You know what I'm saying? The Nakatilia fight was a fight that I looked at Shakur Stevenson fighting on the back foot. It made sense. That a guy that was a power puncher. But it seemed to me that Nakatilia was probably more of I would like to say he was probably not as, not didn't have as high of an IQ as Edwin De Los Santos did. Edwin De Los Santos packed a mean left hand. He actually shoots. His right hook is really good too. You know what I mean? Southpaw position. First 5 rounds, I would have to say that people are just measuring distance and really trying to touch each other, trying to be able to create the range and figure out the timing. And people started booing really early. I'm not gonna lie. People started booing very, very early. Some people are not into those type of fights, especially casual fans are definitely not into those type of fights. I understand, but this was a fight. This was a fight. Salute to everybody on the chat, though. I'm about to get into this and shout out everybody. Freddie Montana, what up? M. Petsy, what's going on? The world is yours was good. Black Scrub Beer was good. Torre, 5900. Jeffrey was good. Was crack-a-lacking, everybody. Was crack-a-lacking. I'm about to set up a poll right here. So stay tuned. Matter of fact, I'm also going to be leaving the link out here for anybody that want to chitty chat and let me know what y'all thoughts on the fight. Got to check out the panel. Got to know what you guys want to say. Give y'all each like 5 to 10 minutes. Speak your piece, and we on to the next one. But salute to everybody, David, everybody. Nobody is interested in this type of fight. Shakur literally did nothing. Uh, Swift, slow. Mills, salute. What's goody? What's goody? We about to break down the fight, but you know what I gotta do before I break down the fight? I gotta ask you guys to smash the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel as well, and we about to take off. Um, uh, the thing about my behalfs on the fight. I think they got a decision right. I think that the first judge had it really close. Um, I had Edwin De La Santos. There was a lot of swing rounds in my behalf. Watching the fight. Um, you know, think about it, guys. These guys broke a record of least punches being thrown in boxing. 40. 40, 40 punches that were connected. I mean, that's bad. If you really think about it, 12 rounds, 40 punches landed. Not a good sign. But high skill chess matches with guys that are superly impressive when it comes to the defensive end, like Shakur Stevenson, versus that type of style going against a power puncher. You know what I'm saying? Like a hit with both hands, pretty fast feet and hands. Um, I've seen some differences. I've seen some holes in both people, which I want to break down, and I want to break down a lot of the cards and just chop it up with y'all because y'all my peoples. You know what it is. So let's get to it. I also did an interview with Coach Kenny Ellis that I'll be posting up later on tonight too as well. Cause I rock with y'all. Anyways, leading up to the fight, let's get into some of these prospects. Let's get into some of these contenders. Let's get into the co-main event. Let's get into the main event. I'm gonna go with some of my favorite fights, honestly. Any like I said once again, man, anybody that has hit me up for the parlay, I want to say if y'all are here on the chat, I want to say thank you, Mills, for the parlay. You hooked it up. That's all I want to say. HLD, gracias para los dos pesos. Thank you for the $2, my brother. I'm going to sleep until Tio returns. Shout out to Tio. Tio was in the building as well. Can't wait to wrap it up with him as well to see what his thoughts were in the fight. I seen him in the locker room. Um, let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it. First fight I want to talk about, probably the first two prospects. Okay, we got the Abdullah Mason and we had Emilio Vargas. I think that those two prospects are great. I feel like those two prospects, we could be able to see those guys down the line in between probably, I would like to say, 2 to 3 years, more in the 3 year mark. A Mexican and a Black American showdown. I think that would be great. I think that's a future mega fight if they promote it the correct way. They both scored a second down, second round knockout, which was impressive. They both had step up fights, which is great. Definitely want to see more of them, but not really much to talk about. I like the patience. I like the patience with both fighters. I like the punch placement with both fighters. They're really being, they're like, for young guys like that, they're very mature for their age, especially in boxing. So salute to those prospects. We got to give them love. Abdullah Mason and Emilio Vargas. I think they're great. Now, leading up to Troy Isley. Troy Isley, another big step up for him. He fought Vladimir Hernandez, a guy that just beat Lorenzo Truck Simpson up in Atlanta on the what do they call that? The overtime card. I feel like Vladimir, that fight could have been a draw. You know, yo, listen, Troy, you know you're my boy. You know I rock with you, but I gotta keep it 100. Because if I don't keep it 100, what's Mill City without keeping it 100? So I feel like in that fight, I feel like he could have did better. I feel like he could have fought in spurts a little bit. I felt like he could have been a little bit more physical in the clinch. I feel like he could have did a little bit more body work. I feel like his punches looked a little bit more effective than Vladimir. But in the same time, Vladimir is a dog, bro. Like, he's always throwing mad punches. So I gotta give Vladimir his props. But I do want to see more from Troy Isley. I feel like Troy, when they raised their hand and they said that he won, I felt like he was like, yeah, come on. Yeah, like I won. I stole that shit. You know what I mean? I broke, you know what I'm saying? I stole the bank. Shout out to everybody that just tapped in as well. Coda in the building. What's goody, Papito? Raul, Chris Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Entilo, Dre, NK True, Eddie was good. The Uno was popping. So that being said, I actually seen some pictures that were actually in the whole arena. Like, I got to see, like, my boy was there and he showed me a picture of like the whole arena. I'm a Shakur guy, but I gotta keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? And on top of it, this is a Thursday. Tonight is Thursday, guys. It is Thursday. So at the end of the day, if you didn't see a sold out crowd or lots of money being made, it's acceptable. It's okay. You feel me? Salute to Blind Faith. Appreciate for the $2. Washed Master Class 4 belt on bad night ain't bad. For a belt ain't it's not bad. Yeah, exactly. For a bad night and getting a belt, it wasn't a bad night for Shakur. I like that. I like the answers with Shakur. I like that the commentary was trying to throw excuses out there for Shakur. What's going on with your left hand? What's going on with your left hand? I like that Shakur did not use any excuses. He's starting to get a lot more PR trained. He needs to get PR twittered. When he's on Twitter, he needs to think about his PR team. I ain't gonna hear you. Shakira Twitterson. I think that was a classic. I think that at the end of the fight, Edwin De Los Santos mentioned that was cool. But that's the main event. We can't. I'm too excited to talk about this fight. I ain't gonna lie. So please smash the like button because we really about to get into this. We really about to get into this. All right. So in other words, um, like I said, guys, y'all know my picks. I gave you my 3 picks last night. And listen, you know what's beautiful? Is that I got this recorded so you guys will know if I'm capping or not. You feel me? So easy wins. Brian Norman. Brian Norman, welterweight, putting himself in contentions. I feel like that fight was a good fight, but in the same time, I was expecting more. I was expecting Brian Norman to really get the guy out of there. He had the abilities to get him out of there. I felt like he was fatigued towards the end. I feel like he didn't use he closes the distance amazing. He's quick. His first step is crazy. But what when you can close the distance that fast, now it's about timing. When should you do it and when should you not? And I think that when you implement feints before you try to close the distance, right? Or close the distance while slipping, you get into the zone. And I feel like those are some of the things that we needed to see with Brian Norman. You know what I'm saying? I think that we need to see a little bit of that. And I think that, if you're gonna play defense and stay on the ropes and do the rope a dope and catch and stay focused, cool, but you gotta come back with stuff. And that goes the same thing with Troy Isley. If you're gonna be on the ropes, you're gonna hang there for a little bit, you need to get active as well. You gotta match the output. It's very important, not just for landed punches and accurate punches that you want it to be landed, but you want to make sure that you steal the show. You know what I'm saying? You don't want people booing, and you don't want the judges to mislead what you're trying to your prize fighters. Your guys are entertainment, and we need to be entertained. So speaking of entertainment, the Navarette versus Conceição fight, to me, to me, it stole the show. This stole the show. Navarrete, we can go and talk all this crazy shit about him, right? He's messy, he's sloppy, he's rock'em sock'em robot. Um, he his mechanics are horrible. That is fine. That is great. Let me tell you another thing though. Because they're not correct mechanics, you don't understand what's gonna happen. You don't know what's coming. That the pressure. Listen, Navarrete's footwork, right? Maybe upon guys like Shakur Lomachenko, Bam Rodriguez, guys like that have great footwork. We're not going to compare his footwork to that because we can't. I think that would be stupid to do. Um, but there's other levels of footwork, right, guys? There's levels, right? There's A level, there's top level, there's world class level, right? I think that the hopping that Navarrete has, he hops in and he hops out. Even when he hops out and you touch him, say you hit him when he hops out, he's taking things off of your punch. I think that's amazing. Jackie Hernandez was going on, mamita. And I saved you some money, bella. I saved you some money. So you were one of the ones that I told you. Now tell me if my picks weren't right, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me if my picks weren't right. I'm just trying to share the bread with everybody. I ain't gonna hold you. That was an easy 230. You know what I'm saying? And that was light work. Um, Now, going into that co-main event, Navarrete is a special type of a fighter, and what I mean by that is he definitely got heavy hands. He definitely got very heavy hands. And his punch output towards the end of the fight is what drowns a lot of people, and that's basically one of his plans. Um, he obviously got that lead uppercut that kind of messes everybody up, really. Um, Navarrete, I would have to say he's kind of crafty in there too. Like I've seen him slipping punches, I've seen him rolling punches, and It's impressive. I mean, you got to give props to when props are due, man. And I think that Navarrete is just such a super underdog. Do I want to see a Navarrete and Shakur Stevenson fight? Yeah, because I'm a Shakur Stevenson fan, and people state that Shakur ran from him at 126 to or 130, one of the two. So I do want to see the fight. Also, Mexican and African American showdown, always a good, always a good fight. You know what I'm saying? So I think that yeah, Abdullah Mason is an assassin inside the ring. Absolutely, he's a great prospect. I can't wait for him to keep moving up in the ladder. You know what I'm saying? I can't I can't polish these guys, you know what I'm saying? Pause. Because back in the day when they say polish, that meant something else. So super pause. But like I can't go out there and say that he's the one yet because I feel like he needs to come into his man strength and not just with throwing punches and making harder punches, but their ability. I think their ability is going to be big, especially moving up into the class. So nevertheless, um, leading up to the Navarrete fight, do you guys believe that the Navarrete fight was scored right? They had it a draw, guys. They had it a draw. Navarrete had two, 8-10 rounds, um, and I felt like he was coming on towards the end. What do y'all believe with the Navarrete fight? Do you feel like it should have been a majority draw, or do you think Navarrete should have stole the one, or do you think that Conceição possibly stole it because of the work rate? He was giving everything he had, you know. So, Kay, you say Navarrete lost. Okay, tell me why. Tell me why. Let me know why. Let me know why. Okay, champion. Listen, we all in here, and y'all know we support Mills, and we only ask us to please press the like button, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. There is no reason not. There is no reason not that we should be having 100 likes. That's a fact because we got the best people in town. You know what I'm saying? Um, Getting into the comments, should have been a draw. So what fight, Jackie? What fight, Jackie? You talking about should have been a draw? Because the Navarrete fight was a draw. I don't know if you got to see it, um, but people saying Conceição won. Liked on the TV and the phone. I love boxing. What it do? What it do? I appreciate you. Real talk. Nav punches were more effective. Okay, okay. I had Constancia 14-12. That's close. That's close. Can't really argue with that. Can't really argue with that. Constancia was putting now. If do the numbers though, bro, you gotta also do the numbers like because now we got 2 8 rounds, right? 2 8 10 rounds, and then towards the end, you would have to give the majority of the rounds to Navarrete. I felt like Navarrete won, but let me tell you guys something. On the parlay that I mentioned, right? I love boxing. I know that you put money on Edwin. Talk to me. Tell me. Listen, bro, take it easy, papito. Slow down, slow down. Just because you see how much you can win, don't mean you're gonna win, brother. All right. So listen, my parlay was solid, and you guys can't front. I gave you a three-piece uh, parlay and a four-piece parlay, and you guys should have followed me. It was easy. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed watching the fights tonight. Um, but nevertheless, let's get into the main event. Not much to talk about, but in reality, for guys that really been in the ring, for guys that really enjoy boxing and different styles and stuff like that, I enjoyed it. Would I have wished that there was more action? Yeah, that's fine. But I'm over here thinking of how these guys are thinking. The way Shakur fights, there were certain things that I gotta keep it 100, right? I don't like Shakur moving straight back in a straight line. I think that's a big problem. I was calling this with my boy on the phone before Wale Moses said it in the corner. And I'm gonna be doing an interview with Wale Moses tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And we're gonna give you all the exclusive coaches and fighters right here on Mill City Boxing. So nevertheless, going into the card, all right? Honestly, bro, I ain't gonna front. I was from round three. I'm asking my boys, yo, where do you guys have it? Like, how do you have it scored? Because I got a whole bunch of swing rounds. I don't even know how to legitly. It's like somebody landed three punches. Somebody landed 5 punches. Somebody landed 2 punches. Somebody landed 6 punches. Like it was not Like I basically could have did this. Shakur in one hand, De Los Santos one hand, and I could have went like this. If I did that, I probably would have been able to, because nobody really landed 10 punches around. Nobody did. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you had it 1-1-1. Okay. So one apiece with a swing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like you see what I mean though, right, Daniel? It's like you see what I mean. Like it's hard. It was hard to score. But what I do have to keep it 100, because I've been watching boxing for so long. Bro, you A side, you gotta do more, Edwin. You can't be complaining to Shakur, oh, that he ran or this and that. Don't do that, bro. If you didn't come conditioned, if you couldn't come out and trap Shakur, the first round you put him in a tough position, but you just didn't land. You know what I'm saying? Um, it was no punching. You know what I'm saying? Boxing gang. He said he was gonna beat Santos up, bro. We've heard this. We've heard this, and you know what? This ain't the last, my brother. This ain't the last, my people, because Devin Haney and Regis Prograis possibly could look very close to that. And let me tell you something. Edwin De Los Santos is 10 times better than Regis. And I fuck with Regis. Regis is my guy. Like, like we doing interviews together, this and that, and I'm sure he's watching my content. He looking at it, he's like, let's go. He going for the ops. He going for the. I'm just trying to let my peoples know what I see. You know what I'm saying? And I wanna engage with my people to let them know. But no excuses, Mill City. Absolutely, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I'm not giving no excuses out, but I will say something. The accuracy of Shakur Stevenson's jab started building while the rounds were going up. And because of that, I felt like while that was happening, and remember, guys, the hook landed at least 5 times. Also, you know, he started shooting double hooks, and everything was from the lead hand. Commentaries were saying that Shakur got hurt in training camp. He did not use that as an excuse. But you know what else he did that I liked? He kept it real and he told everybody, yo, I'm a gym whore and I stay in the gym and I don't rest. And that's true. How? If you get into a little minor injury, we all played basketball, right? How many of y'all played basketball, sprain your ankle and continue to play? Because I did. I did. So in boxing, it could be very similar. You wrap your hands, you wrap it a little too tight, you start hitting the bag, your hand starts to hurt, and you start to sprain it, or you hitting the bag wrong, whatever the case may be. So you need time to heal, and that's a fact. You need time to heal. And I feel like we all heard stories of Shakur being a gym whore, and I understand, so I think that was smart of him, and I think that he answered that question smart. I think he answered that question the right way. Uh, say NNN Mills question. Say NNN Mills question. You gotta bring that back. You gotta explain to me. Tank can't beat Tio. Háblame claro, Jackie. Háblame claro. Tell me why you believe that. Tell me why Tank can't beat Tio. Because I think that's an amazing fight. But I gotta see it. I gotta see these fights to believe them. Um, Today showed how elite Tank is. Say nah. Absolutely. I mean, I don't think you can compare this fight with Tank. And I was just doing a live with Coach Kenny Ellis, right? And De Los Santos moves differently. If you really look at the box, go on box rec. I think he even had his arms are 2 inches longer. You know what I mean? De Los Santos got a lot of speed, but Tank got a lot of speed too. But De Los Santos is a bigger guy, so he's gonna cover more ground. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna cover more ground if you know what you're watching. You know what I'm saying? And and I'm gonna tell you another thing too. You know, Tank doesn't throw combinations, and I think to fight a defensive fighter, you need to throw combinations. Um, I think that if he has to fight Tank, yes, he has to stay on his back foot a lot, but in the same time, knowing the punch rate, the punch output that Tank puts out is not that much. Just like tonight. So I feel like it's hard to compare an Edwin De Los Santos to a Shakur Stevenson. But if you are gonna compare Tank Davis to anybody, why not? Why not compare this performance? Because if Shakur believed that he didn't have a good performance, then he didn't have a good performance, and that's just what it is. Tank gonna go in to fight these boxers different, absolutely. But you're gonna have to box a little bit until you put people uncomfortable, and then you're gonna have to fight them. You're gonna have to do some devastating shit. We doing straight at them. We going straight at them. I believe you. Shakur ain't losing. I hear you, Tax G. I like it. I need to see it. I need to see it. I ain't even siding for nobody because I see the fight going so many different ways. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: De Los Santos is bigger than Shakur than Tank. So the chances of De Los Santos being able, but Tank got some great timing too. Tank got some great timing too. This is gonna be this. This means a lot. Mayweather didn't pull up for no reason. Mayweather did not pull up to this fight to see Shakur fight for no reason. Then the infamous picture with T Bud, Mayweather, Andre Ward, and Shakur, the four generals, the four pound for pound. Come on, man. You know, do y'all think that Shakur Stevenson will re-sign with Top Rank? Let's be honest. Be honest with me. Wicked Eye News, what's going on? Appreciate the $2. Real talk, real talk. Appreciate all the donations and all the support. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Over 160, 43 likes. Don't y'all like me a little bit more than that? How many boxing content creators we got up in here? You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, don't be scared. I ain't doing no interview. Come on. So listen, um, y'all can't steal this content. You feel me? Or y'all can, whatever the case may be. Tank over everybody. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Shakur gonna be on Mayweather Promotions. Him and Carmel. Mm, all them greats, and he's still not the face of boxing. Who? Shakur? Who we talking here? You know what I'm saying? We all know that when it comes to the face of boxing, you gotta be on the pay-per-view caliber type of a fighter, right, Coda? You know what I'm saying? Daniel Hardman. Shakur did not look good. Now it's time to blow Tanky hard. Pause. Tank and Shakur would start off slow too. It would start up slow, absolutely, because Tank's a slow starter. Shakur ain't going in there reckless. Shakur gonna be trying to get those early rounds for sure though, right? Um Shakur ruining his career, Haney over everybody except Tank. What about that? It's your opinion. I'm not hurt by it. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the three parlay. I got you, bro. I got you. I didn't send you the four because there was another parlay that I had. I thought I sent it to you, bro. But yeah, man, that three it hit. It hit. It was easy money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna point out something that I don't think is gonna be real. And obviously, this is boxing. Anything can happen, right? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. So, I mean, in y'all behalf, did Edwin De Los Santos? Let's start up a poll. Let's start up a poll. All right. Um. What? All right. I'm gonna ask y'all. What should the poll be? How about that? We'll slow it down. We'll ask the people. What should the poll be so we can go and set it up right now? Should it be? Should it be? Um. Shakur's performance? Question mark. Good, bad, or good or bad? You think that's a good poll? Or how does Shakur go against Javante Davis? Let me know what y'all think the poll should be. I bet Tank over Devin won't fight Santos. Ah, it's funny that you said that, Wicked Eye News, because just did the interview with Kenny like 20 minutes, like a few minutes ago, like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, and he see De Los Santos versus uh you know Haney. He said he wants. What y'all think? Shakira, no, pero tú no estabas haciéndolo bien. Shakira Tweederson. That's what he said, Jackie. El Dominicano. That's what he said. Shakur performance was trash. He even apologized. But that's being real, man. That's being real. That's not saying that he performed bad. He wasn't performing at his likings. He wanted to do more for the crowd. He heard the boos. He heard the boos. And he knows what he's gonna come against tomorrow morning when he wakes up. He gonna get it all. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if we really look at the performance, right? Do y'all want to see Shakur get knocked out? Because I guarantee you, a guy like Edwin De Los Santos can knock out any of these guys, any of them. So do y'all really want to see Shakur get nailed and socked? Because I've seen him get touched up a little bit, and he took it well. But over time getting hit like that and over time being reckless. Do y'all want to see that from Shakur? Because y'all not really gonna y- with a guy like Edwin, you gotta space yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would have liked to see a little bit more action, but y'all really wanted Shakur to go test his chin. Y'all really wanted him to bite his yo. Remember the second round, right? Was it the second round that Edwin De Los Santos didn't even have his mouthpiece on? And Chacho, bro, if it was me in the ring, I would have went for broke just to make sure his teeth went through his mouth, like how Zab Judah did Kodo. You know what I'm saying? He should have did some crazy shit. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Um, but nevertheless, Shakur felt that body shot from Santos in the fifth round. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I seen that body shot you speaking upon, but I think he took it well though, and he still was going crazy with no mouthpiece. But he did it, yo, Jackie. But he played it smart. He didn't go in there and stay in the close range or mid range with Shakur. Now that we are on the topic, right? Let's be honest. And y'all didn't even tell me what should I do for the poll, because we got to do a poll right now and turn up. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen, for real, for real. So check it. You know, why didn't Edwin De Los Santos go for broke tonight? Why didn't he go for broke? Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, tell me, why didn't Edwin De Los Santos, after the sixth round, why didn't he go broke? This man biased as hell and not honest. It's just sad. Who you talking to, praise? Cause you about to get out of here, bro. Like for real, for real. Like you some people just don't know shit about boxing, and that's facts. Mills, Sky Nicholson, question mark. Oh, we gonna get into her, but we had so much shit to talk about today. You know what I mean? Facts. Carlita, they're fucking fighting. Of course, someone going to get punched, shaking my ass off. Um. Also, everybody fighting with each other in the chat. I see it. Keep keep it PG. Mills, give me the wrench. I'm gonna tell you, bro. What y'all gotta explain to me what the wrench does though before I start handing them out, because I need to understand what a wrench does. I'm down to do it though, because if it's to build, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? But getting into this super chat, I love the color on the chat. It brings joy to my night. You know what I'm saying? But here it is. Here we got who we got here. Uh, Tata Goya. Tata Goya. Shakira was running for his life all night. I'm so mad at my guy Edwin for not stepping on the gas. Shakira came to dance today, not to fight. Ed versus Cruz. Fire. Well, there is something that I do agree on there. Two things. Edwin not stepping on the gas, and Edwin De Los Santos and Isaac Cruz. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is money. That's money. Wrench can block people and moderate the chat. I need one. I have one on every channel. Okay. 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 So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give out these. So how do I even do the wrench thing? HLD got to give you one too. You're probably laughing at me like, yo, Mills don't know what a wrench is. You heard? The wrench makes me a moderator. So do I press make you a moderator, and in that way you get the wrench and shit? Don't give wrenches. Glass cut. Tell me why. Is it bad? Talk to me. Smash the like button, blind faith. You already know you gonna get one too. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Let's get these likes up to 100. To 100. You know what I'm saying? We talking boxing on a Thursday, 2:30 in the morning. Let's get right. Let's be real. Let's be real. Just me and HLD. Diablo Jackie. ¿Qué está pasando? Who you gonna interview next? Anybody that needs to get interviewed. Most likely tomorrow I'm gonna interview the coach of Shakur Stevenson, uh, Wally Moses, and then yeah, and HLD. That's the reason why I didn't really start the wrench thing, because I just was like, I was scared. I didn't know, como what it does. What does it control? But it's a chat thing, I'm assuming, right? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see Edwin fight again. All right, so let's do this, right? Who who do you want to see fight more? Shakur or Edwin next? If y'all had to go and pick your matchmaking in the comments right now. And I still need to figure out what's the poll for tonight, because we doing polls for tonight. Not stripper polls, but we doing some polls on YouTube. Um, let's just do it. Tonight's fight. Tonight's fight. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be fair. Okay. Chess match. Boring fight. This is what we'll do. You know what I'm saying? We'll send it off like that. Was tonight a chess match, or was tonight a boring fight? I want to know what my chat believes. You know what I'm saying? What kind of fight did the poll not show up? Like, do I gotta do another one? Start a poll. Let your viewers weigh in. What the hell? Y'all don't even. Yeah, okay, we good. We good. We good. We good. We good. All right. Once again, tonight's fight: chess match or born fight. Let me know what y'all think. Hit the like button. Vote right now. What are y'all thoughts? Let me know. I gotta know how y'all feeling. For real, for real. Smash the like button, baby. Smash the like button. Over 140. Come on, over 140 people. And we don't got 100 likes. Come on, let's step up the game. Let's step up the game, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I like the fight tonight. You know what I'm saying? It showed me certain things. Remember when I told you guys before? I said that make sure that you guys remember when I said, yo, this fight's gonna remind me of the Nakatilia fight, and how he hit really hard and he was moving around a lot. Shakur was moving a lot with Nakatilia. Now with Nakatilia, he got longer arms. He just got recently got knocked out by Tito Mercado. Um, and then it's just mm, mm, if you wanted the man to get knocked out, then I understood. If you was rolling, if you was rolling for Edwin, then you wanted Shakur to be in the inside. Or y'all don't really see the sweet science in being hit and not get hit. Do you believe there should have been more counter punching? Is that what it is? Do y'all believe it should have been a little bit more counter punching? Because I could agree with that. I could have believed in that for sure. I believe that. You know what else I believe too? You got one guy that's gonna engage. You're gonna leave opportunities for the other guy to counterpunch you. You know what I'm saying? Mills, I love chess, but many won't appreciate 100, 100. You know what I'm saying? 100. Salute to Mill City in the chat. How many? How many? How many of Santos' punches were fluid, meaning he located the target, not being made to look stiff? I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The key thing that we can say though is that Shakur Stevenson did not want to stay in the close range. Shakur did not believe in no body work. I did tell people that. I did say that if you try to throw some punches in the body, you will have your face exposed. I seen it. Actually, I seen Shakur stab to the body, and stabbing to the body is not like throwing a hook to the body. Because throwing a hook to the body, you're gonna have to sit down. Going to take a millisecond more. Throwing the straight stab to the body, he threw it, boom, and then Edwin De Los Santos hit him right away. He stopped stabbing to the body. Then it started turning into, you know, what do they call that? A head target. It was just targeting the head only. I seen that Edwin De Los Santos had a hard time trying to hit Shakur's face, so he started stabbing to the body. And I felt like they weren't the critics weren't giving De Los Santos enough credit for the body work that he was doing. So I would have to agree on that. But in the same time, after 7 rounds, Edwin De Los Santos has to push the pace a little bit different. You have to step up your game, Delo. You know what I'm saying? You have to step up your game. You gotta go for broke. Now, do you think that De Los Santos showed, Shakur Stevenson a lot of respect? I think so. And a lot of people saying, yo, Shakur Stevenson's pillow fisted. He ain't punching. Well, talk to me about this. If he wasn't punching like that, why didn't De Los Santos just throw three, four-piece combinations and not give a damn about what was coming back? Yo, they dislike Shakur badly. You know what I'm saying? Um, he was frustrated like a mump. Hell yeah, he was. You seen him doing the 360 in the corner? Dima, he was frustrated. Um, did you see Edwin De Los Santos dancing a little bit of salsa? I did. He was trying to dance a little. He was like this. Then he would do some weird shit with the footwork, and then I'm looking at him like, all this goddamn energy you over here dancing. You know what I'm saying? Why aren't you stepping onto the gas? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you take that energy and do that? I just he stopped rushing in, but there's educated rushing in, right? You could get in there with applying educated pressure. That's what they call it, educated pressure. Being defensively sound while walking in there. Little feints. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'll tell you one thing. I think that they fainted today more than they punched today. Would y'all have to agree on that one? Can you all give me on that? Give me that one at least, right? That they fainted way more than what they punched. He tried, Mills. No, yeah, yeah, yeah. You can try. You can try. That's fine. But you gotta be active. You know what I'm saying? Talk that talk, Mills. You already know, champion. I'm about to get into the bag right now. But it's true. You know what I'm saying? If you some of De Los Santos feints were being effective. But it's like, when you do this to somebody, like you try to be a bully and you be like, just to see if somebody flinches. That's what Edwin did. He was doing a lot of that and then not capitalizing off of it. And that was getting me mad. That was getting me mad. I understand it's a battle. It's a battle of the spots. I understand. After seeing this fight, one of my little cousins will beat the brakes out of Shakur. I'm being for real. Diablo, Jackie. Ese clase de respeto tú tienes ahí, nena. Why you gotta be so like that? For real, Jackie. Come on. You know the chat rock with you. You know what I'm saying? You already know you got a couple dates over here. You know? ¿Qué está pasando? Why so much hate for Shakira? ¿Por qué? Dime a ver. You know what I'm saying? We listen, Jackie, you tell me, be for real. You fighting a shorty, right? But her left hand is like getting hit by a brick. You telling me you're not gonna go try to like poke? That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? The boy is punching. I'm gonna beat him up, Shakur. Oh my goodness, you guys are going crazy. I feel bad for Shakur tomorrow. Honestly, I really do. Shakur got the WBC belt, and I feel bad for him for tomorrow. Okay, how does that work? How does that work? And I understand your frustration. Like that. This is something that I understand. But I used to box, so I like this shit that I seen. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that he threw the left hand a little bit more. Think about this, right? The 1, 2, 3 never got thrown for either fighter. Nobody threw the 1, 2, 3 tonight. Nobody threw the 1, 2, 3 tonight. You best believe nobody threw a 4-piece combination. Because if you threw a 4-piece combination, that's all you threw for the rest of the round. Shit, an average between 4 to 5 punches a round. It was like 4 to 6. I didn't. It was bad, man. It was bad. Um, Shakur is a Thursday night fighter. Reason. Listen, listen. I know. I know for a fact one thing. Devin Haney's probably gonna go on Instagram or Twitter. He probably already did, talking about this Thursday stuff. And listen, man, it's a Thursday, man. It's a Thursday. What can we do? Mills, I've had those super weird off days during sparring where I can see the shots, but then just pull the trigger ain't fast enough to capitalize. Yo, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. You know what's crazy? This fight reminded me of when I sparred some kid that was like 200 pounds while I was like 150. And the dude could crack, right? But I wasn't trying to, what I'm saying, sit with him or hang out with him. My jab was flicking though. I was moving around, I was setting shit up, I was throwing my jab, and then I'm gonna post it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post it, and then you'll hear the coach, one of the coaches that are in the gym. He's like, "Yo, just throw it," because he seen that I was hesitant to throw the right hand. But in his eyes, he believed that if I threw the jab in the two right after, like that, I would have landed. And you hesitate. You know what I'm saying? You hesitate. So that's just my opinion. Shakur is a Tuesday morning fighter. Yeah, yeah. You guys are killing him. You guys are killing him, and that's not fair. And that's not fair. Y'all don't have to kill him. You don't have to kill the boy like that. You know what I'm saying? How about the defense though? Sparring days are my favorite, but different with the ribs and the hand injuries or wrist or ankle injuries are a beat. It's a fact, man. And people wouldn't understand the blind faith. People wouldn't understand what you go through on a regular. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, Jackie Hernandez goes and says, Tank will literally knock Shakur out. And I don't even like Tank at all. Damn. Damn. Jackie, you see one southpaw that's fast that get cracked, and automatically we gonna say this. But I can't disagree with you or agree with you because I gotta see it happen. I really gotta see it happen. Um, it's not like Tank got superpowers and anytime he touches you, you just collapse and never get back up. He gotta hit you flush. He gotta hit you flush. Um, at the level you have to perform, fans pay good money to watch. Absolutely, absolutely. But I don't know. The tickets weren't too high today. The tickets weren't too high today, and there was a lot of seats available. Jackie Tank will knock out all of them out. It get colder. I was actually telling my boy that YSM. He's like, "Yo, Tank will knock out Shakur." I was like, "Tank will knock out everybody at the lightweight division." Like, what we really talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Um, Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Over 140 people on the live. I rock with each and every single one of y'all. Let's get into the poll. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on that poll. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Vegas sounds good. Vegas sounds good. Okay, so we got almost 100. Let's get it to 100 votes, ladies and gentlemen. I know the poll's only been up for 12 minutes, but let's get this to 100 votes so we can get into it being a boring or chess match, and we can explain why we believe this. I think that's critical of why we believe. You know what I'm saying? Tank clearly beat at 135. Oh, Tank is clearly the best at 135. Okay. Philip, boring fight. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure you go into the poll and choose your pick. Choose your pick. We're getting into it. As soon as we get into 100 votes, we'll start getting into it. You know what I'm saying? How did today show that Tank is elite? Ooh, and I like that you mentioned that. I like that you mentioned that because it's like you can't show. So, all right, first of all, Tank has never fought Shakur. Tank has never fought Edwin De Los Santos. So where's the measuring stick? Just because he's a lefty and he can punch? I mean, let's see the fight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not judge so fast. I think that there's so much things that go into a fighter: rhythm, speed, power, IQ. You know what I'm saying? There's just so many different things. So I like in my behalf, I couldn't, I couldn't break that down for you, Jackie, because um, I think that's just bullshit. I just think that's bullshit. I think Tank is the goods, but I didn't think of it because of tonight's performance. I think Tank has the goods for a fact, but not because of what I seen tonight. Nah, they're different fighters, man. Not Tank hit Shakur one time, he turned into Ash like a average end game movie. Tank won't fight Shakur after his performance tonight. And that's another thing. Styles make fights. Tank Davis is a pay per view star. There's a reason why he's a pay per view star because his matchmakings that was in front of him uh weren't able to do certain things in the ring that that Tank was able to capitalize on. You know, even to the point of Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia's footwork it lacks. He's a flat-footed fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he don't move his head, and he keeps his chin up in the air, and he don't slip punches. He's only a catching punching type of a guy. And if you and you leave the if you only catch punches, all you're gonna do is leave your body open. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what it is. Yo, did you see the sponsorship for Bud Light? The Bud Light for Shakur? I wonder if Tio has something to do with that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, Overall, we're at 100. Well, one more vote, ladies and gentlemen, and we need more likes too. I think I need like at least my opinion. I need like 23 more likes before we end the live. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Get into the poll, not like a stripper, but onto the YouTube poll. Mills, I love to study fights like these because these there's so many that tells us fighters, so much that tells us fighters thinking habits. Absolutely. Thinking habits are a lot. That was one thing that I did say to Coach Kenny today. Did you see any holes in Shakur Stevenson today? And he said, uh, hmm, I'll let you listen to the interview yourselves tomorrow morning when I drop it. But it was a decent interview. Me and Coach Kenny, we get it in. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Shakur knocked me out tonight. Knocked me out tonight. Yo, Glass Cut, you are horrible for that one. He said he said Shakur knocked me out. That's crazy. Y'all, Mills, have you peeped Regis's conditioning coach talking hella shit about Devin? we had him on the channel, and he was talking a hell of a lot of shit over here too. What's the man's name? Uh, Whatever. He was in the whole code. It was good. Hablame claro, ladies and gentlemen, for real, man. Like, now we got 107 people on the live. All right. Damn, I have to do this. Damn, Shakur, why'd you have to perform like this? And now I gotta have your back. I can only have your back for so long, Shakur. Let's be real. I can't have your back all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta keep it 100. All right. At the end of the day, y'all have it. 71% of y'all believe that it was a boring fight. And you know what? That doesn't surprise me because the majority of the people that I watch boxing, right? You know what? Fuck all that. I appreciate the fact that everybody's a boxing fan and they like what they like. If y'all like knockouts, y'all want to see knockouts. Y'all want to see bloodbath. You want to see bloody guys. Then that's what you want. Then I understand. Um, if y'all want to see showboating like boots, you know, people are a boxing fan for whatever reason they are a boxing fan. Some people just like the way they look. Somebody in the chat. I'm just playing Jack. Um, but nah, I just feel like, everybody got their own reason of why they like boxing. So it's like I think that this one right here was if you didn't enjoy a jab war defense, more defensively sound um type of a fight, I understand why y'all thought it was boring. If y'all are big Tank fans, most likely because the way he ends his fights, you know what's cool about Tank is that you can like him for numerous of reasons, like numerous of reasons, right? You can like that he can be defensive. You can like that he can knock you out. You can like the fact the way he punches, places the punches. You will also like the way he set up traps. But all the things that I said, the majority of the viewership will only really like the knockouts, you know? But that's the reason why I like Tank, besides the outside of boxing and stuff like that. But Shakur's behalf, I feel like this is where things get tricky in boxing. When you got fighters that tend to say, I'm gonna beat you up, um, yeah, like I'm gonna whoop your ass, all that stuff, and then you perform like this, is where there's the conflict, where people really get mad at the fighter. And I understand, because it's like you're lying. It's like you're lying to us. But you're in the ring. We're not in the ring with you, so we don't experience what you experience. We don't feel what you feel. You know what I'm saying? To your win or lose. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get back in. HLD in the building. To your win or lose, always entertaining. Always an entertaining fight. Jermaine Ortiz, win or lose, always an entertaining fight. David Benavidez, win or lose, always an entertaining fight. So, it just depends. It depends on what you guys like. And I understand, I can't change this poll right now. I can't change the fact that 120 of y'all believe that we watched a boring ass fight. Are y'all at least be happy that we didn't pay for it then, right? At least. So now that being said, all right, now that we're saying this, right? Because this is what you guys have to understand. All right. So we just seen this performance, and we're talking about some of the biggest fights in boxing. Okay. Some of the biggest fights in boxing, one of the biggest fights in boxing today is Shakur and Tank. Now watching a performance like this, do you guys really want to pay $85 for it? That's a question. Like, I want to know what y'all think. Like, do y'all think that y'all would want to pay for that? You know, would y'all stream it or would y'all pay for it? You know what I'm saying? Because the majority of the boxing will want to see that. The majority of the boxing will want to say who's the best lightweight. And the majority of the people are saying that those two, Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, are the best lightweights. So, that being said, Do y'all really want to watch that fight? Would y'all pay for that fight? That fight not going the distance. That that fight not going the distance. Laughing my ass off. But then you added the laughing my ass off, right? You had to do that, right? Nah, I don't pay for the for fights. Well, that's sad. You probably never send a super chat either. You know. Yeah, I hope I hope you pay your bills and don't let your lady pay them all. Edwin actually landed more if he if we were honest, being honest. I mean, what in the scorecards? Is what we saying? Everybody watches the fight. Mm. Every time Edwin pressed on the gas, Shakur took 20 steps back, um, or hugged. Let me tell you something. That's not an excuse for me. That's not an excuse for me because if I was in that position, right? What happens when people try to hug David Benavidez? What does he do? I'll wait. What does Tank do when somebody hugs him? He figures it out, right? They figure it out. I like what Coach Kenny said to me today. He said when when Shakur was holding, he wanted De Los Santos to squat, get his arms loose, and shoot uppercuts. That's something that De Los Santos could have did. Another thing, we're not fighting in a park. We're fighting in a ring. Okay, so why wasn't able for De Los Santos to get him into positions that were uncomfortable? Because he couldn't capitalize. That's the key thing. De Los Santos couldn't capitalize. If he could have capitalized, would have been a different story. Let me send this. Let me send. I'm gonna talk to a couple people and the night right, and we'll do like 5-10 minutes of each person. Probably get a couple guests up in here now that we rocking and rolling. But yeah, let me let me do that. Let me do that. No, 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 no. I got you guys. We're gonna be tapping in a couple people. Why not, right? It's the season to be jolly. It's the season to be jolly. I think I got it right here. Uh oh. Uh oh. You know what that means. The link is in the comments. Ooh, and we got one right away. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna do like 5 to 10 minutes with each person. Make sure you guys tap in as soon as I'm done with each one, all right? Here we go. Let's start it. Let's get it. Let's go. Facts Mills. Let's preach. You know it. What's going on? What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, sweet baby Jesus. How's everybody?
Oh, we golden, man, and a beautiful night, man. How was the fights? What you thought about the fight tonight?
Man, that was the worst fight I ever seen in my life.
Mmm.
As much as I love Shakur, nah,
Mm-hmm.
man, I can't do it, man. I'm done. Bro, I don't even want to see a tag versus Shakur.
No.
At the end of the day, it's not about style makes fight. You guys are destroying boxing.
Ooh.
It comes to a point, man, that what boxing has to do is either make the ring 10 or 15 ring even smaller. That's number one, or number two, man. Let's go to 30 rounds because
Right.
it's gonna be
30.
a matter. Yeah, it's gonna be a matter of time that both of them is gonna stop running, and we gonna be fighting toes to toe.
We
That's what's
might
gonna happen.
we might be watching two turtles fighting by the time they get into like the 25th round.
Yeah, yeah, but it's a matter of saying that you cannot keep on running.
Mm,
Somebody is gonna like somebody is just gonna give.
mm,
Like for a fight like tonight is either all right. Shakur would have seen that Santos he's already getting tired, so now I'm going to go in, or vice versa. But now we're going to see a real fight. Today is a disgrace for boxing.
mm.
It's a disgrace. It's
Mm,
not about playing chess. It's not about checkers. Bro, no fighter had double digits. That is sad.
mm,
That is sad. What are we like? There's a reason UFC is destroying boxing. And if it keeps going, the only one right now that is actually maintaining boxing afloat is fighters like Tank.
mm, mm.
You take that away, there's a reason they made a fight
But you know,
like tonight. Uh-huh.
I hear what you're saying, but you know that after saying that, you're gonna have a whole community that's gonna attack you in a few,
It,
because you got people that believe that Tank hasn't took any risks in boxing. I'm not saying I'm one of them people, but the majority of the boxing world feel like we should have seen these fights already. He's the older guy. We believe, even if that, are we do Tank, do you want a Loma fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to see the best fight the best too. Am I right?
you're right. You're right. But at the same time, it's like there's a lot of people that be talking about Tank this, Tank that, but man, Tank be proven, man. That punching power,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, he be setting up people beautiful. Beautiful. Like even another fighter, whoever he's fighting, yeah, he could have a upper hand. He could be winning rounds after rounds after rounds. Tank only has to catch you once. Once you feel that power, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, absolutely. But
It's like uh-huh.
do you believe that boxing is just knockouts?
No, not at all. What I'm saying, what I'm actually saying is that it comes to a point that we got to give the fans what they want.
Mm,
We got to give the fans what they deserve.
mm,
There's a reason it was ESPN. There's a reason it was in pay per view.
mm-hmm.
You
People,
cannot charge people
wait a minute,
and expect them.
because I could say Jake Paul pay-per-view.
Yeah, but if you start saying Jake Paul, it's like it's a new generation coming out. A lot of YouTubers, and if you have the fan base, that's something else.
Mm-hmm.
Because we talking about like I don't even consider him to be a fighter, but he has a big crowd of big fans behind him. Man, if Jake Paul just started doing podcasts, and I'm pretty sure he does, people's gonna watch regardless.
That's another thing when people say B Pitt said, Tank's only one person. You know, um, what other guys do you like in the boxing world that can keep the boxing world into a float?
Man, if I have to say, even though he lost Deontay Wilder, but it's not about only power. Is that I just want to see it. I just want to see something entertaining. I
Gotcha.
want to see like back in the old days. You remember when Mike Tyson used to fight? It's one of those that once it was done, dang, everybody is talking about that. Julio Cesar Chavez, the same thing. Everybody's talking about that. Now it's like you looking at fighters. Oh yeah, they playing chess, and bro, I'm getting done with this BS. Like, like if you want to keep on running around, if you want to keep on testing fighters, that's all respect right there because you don't want to get knocked out in the first 3 rounds. You could do that for up to 5, but after 6, come on, make it entertaining for the fans.
Mm, mm. Speaking upon entertainment, I mean, what other fight do you believe at the end of this year, that could be an entertaining fight in your behalf? Is it next week?
Oh no, like I'm just gonna be honest, bro. If it wasn't because of one of my boys calling me, telling me that Stevenson, Shakur was fighting tonight, I would even entertain him because back at like what was it like? Once you hear what's his name, Triple G, fighting and stuff back in the old days, man.
Yeah.
Man, he gives you that type of entertainment, man. Like you don't even know what to expect, you know.
Yep.
That's what boxing is missing, man. Like as much as the fighter is good at his craft, it comes to a point, man, that the real fan is us. The real fighters is us because we be speaking with our money. There's a reason the whole crowd was booing.
Mm.
They was booing like crazy.
Right. No, I understand. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Um, like I said, there's a different fan for everybody. It's a different type of fan for everybody. I completely understand. But closing arguments for tonight. Anything. This is your first time on the show, man. And also thank you for tapping in. Tell me, closing arguments before I tap in somebody else.
Yeah, sure, man. The closing argument is I don't want to even see Shakur with Tank, man, because I feel like as much as I love the style that Tanks fight, Shakur is just gonna outrun him.
Mm,
For some reason, Shakur made the ring look like 20 feet even bigger.
mm,
Because the way he was running, it didn't matter how much Santos would have closed in.
mm,
It looked like he knows the corners. He knows let's say where's the actual how do you call it saying the ropes is at. So he's running the other side already. It's like this is not boxing.
mm,
This is road running.
mm.
But just like I said, hey, I appreciate you to letting me in.
Yeah.
Nothing but blessing and have a good one, my brother.
Yo, man, appreciate you, brother. Make sure you tap in again.
See you there.
Much love. Oh, okay. My next caller, man. We already know, guys. We got the link pinned up right there. This is the time to tap the link. Get your closing arguments before we end the live. Smash the like button, guys. We only got nine. We got 92 likes, over 150 people on here. Let's smash the like button. Let's get the visibility of the show up. Blind Fade, did you pay the Floyd versus Pacquiao? Did y'all complain about the boring ass fight? Talk to me what y'all thought about what the homie said right there. You know what I mean? Talk on the chat. Let's get into it. Got my next guest right here, Coda back in the building. What's good, Coda?
Damn, hold on 1 second. What up though? One
Nah,
second.
tranquilo, hablando boxeo.
1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Yo, man, listen. Right, so people. I mean, how you doing? How you doing, Mills? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, bro.
Doing great, man. That's good to hear. Yo, listen, man. I mean, what you thought of the fight? What you thought? Like, what was your take on the fight?
Uh, wish I got to see a little bit more, but I was pleased. Um, was I pleased for Shakur's performance? Could have been better. I'm kind of skeptical to see. I seen him throw the left hand a couple times, and when you hurt your hand, sometimes you shake it. Sometimes you do something to your hand that the crowd or the people will understand that something's wrong with your hand.
Yeah,
And I didn't see anything wrong with his hand, like personally. But I don't want to give any excuses to Shakur because Shakur didn't give any excuses to himself. So you know.
yeah. I mean, listen. The reason I said like, this fight showed like, how dominant Take is because like, when a fighter gets up there and like I know boxing, so like it's just when you're watching greatness, like something special for real. Like when you're watching it. And Shakur has been that, but I kept saying like, yo, he hasn't fought nobody dangerous. You
Hmm.
know, and I and obviously, Tank never fought neither of them or like, those styles or anything, but I feel like Shakur should have definitely did more. Like, in my opinion, he won the fight easy. I don't think it was as close as the refs had it or the judges, but I just feel like he should have definitely did more. Like, he was scared. He was fighting scared a little bit, and I don't know if he wasn't Shakur, I feel like he didn't do enough like to win. I feel like they would have gave it a draw or something. You know what I'm saying? Because if they got it that close and I thought like Shakur won, but it's like you said, people like entertainment and they like the knockouts and all that, and that's why I don't agree with the what the last caller said. I just don't. there's just there's boxing and there's different type of fighters, and I think Shakur is a masterclass boxer, and I love to watch it. I really do. I love to watch it. I enjoyed the fight. I enjoyed watching it. So I mean, it's different type, like Richard Hitcherson's. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people gave him backlash too, and that was that was I don't know. It's kind of different because it's kind of different. I mean, Shakur does engage. He's not running around the ring all the time. He's moving. He's not gonna stand in front of a fighter, and go hit for hit, because that's not the way he fights, and that's not boxing. You know what I'm saying? He's boxing you. He's trying to pick you apart. He's trying to get in your head. Like take you to deep waters, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if people don't like boxing, then just don't watch Shakur. If you just want to watch a knockout or something, then not to watch Shakur. And regardless, in the co-main event, we gave them that. You know what I'm saying? The top ranked knot, they gave us that in the co-main event. That was a great fight. It was fire fight. So
You thought they made the right call, ruling it a unanimous draw.
I honestly, like, I started watching it like sixth, seventh round. I thought Navarette like was like doing his thing really. I mean, but I seen Conceição got dropped twice. I really honestly thought like Navarette was gonna win the fight. I thought the judges were gonna go with Navarette, but I mean, a
See,
draw. A draw.
some of those rounds you didn't watch. They were Conceição's rounds, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, regardless, like from what I saw, like, and then I let they were showing like the replays of the rounds before, and from what I watched, I thought a draw was it wasn't bad, but I can't really say too much. I watched half the fight, so I
Hmm.
don't know, man. I don't know.
You know, the thing about with some people is that, like, I didn't see I didn't see running. I seen using the whole ring. You know what I'm saying? I seen using the whole ring. Um, Running to me is more like the last round of Oscar De La Hoya in Trinidad, and
Yeah, yeah.
you're doing the lateral movements, you're doing the basketball defense.
Oscar, yeah, with Oscar,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
moving around, yeah,
So I seen a lot of, like, little hooks that he would do. That, yeah, when you know um Edwin De Los Santos would go pressure him, and he would do a hook. He'll go, lateral, 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 and do a hook and come around to back to the center of the ring. That's boxing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's using your
exactly,
feet,
yeah,
and I think that's something that people don't realize, that that's hard to do for 12 rounds, because your legs do get tired. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he didn't do that the whole time. I mean, we did see uh, Shakur Stevenson pressing the action with his front foot. I've seen De Los Santos moving around too.
yeah.
Where was De Los Santos' game plan? Did you see it?
Exactly. That was my point. I thought in the beginning, like I thought he did have a game plan. Go to the body, go to the body. You know what I'm saying? You can't touch up top. He goes straight back. That's the problem with Shakur. He goes straight back. I heard you mention it, and I agree so much because he goes straight back, straight back. Somebody going like, and that's another thing. Why didn't you adapt to that?
Somebody his size that can punch. That's
He
quick.
should have adapted though. Edwin De Los Santos has closed that range quick. He should have adapted to that. You know what I'm saying? That's the skill of
Mhm.
the fighter. That's another thing like you gotta watch. You know what I'm saying? You gotta adapt to things like that. But regardless, he was going down to the body, and then he started feeling them Shakur jabs, like stiff jabs that was pushing his neck back. Like I don't know what people watching really. Like if they're saying that Shakur stood in the pocket, he'll step back sometimes, just one dip a little bit and come up countering, boom, boom, like. I mean, what you want him to do? Sit there with a power puncher? You're not trying to get knocked out, bro. One fight, one punch can change the whole fight. The
Mhm.
last 30 seconds, one punch, there goes the fight. Come on, like I'm saying. I think he did his thing. He could have done a lot more. And of course, Devin Haney and Tank, they're gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go
They're gonna go
crazy.
bananas, unless they probably already did. They probably already
He
did.
probably already did for sure. They're gonna
Yeah,
go crazy. But I mean shit, he's the WBC lightweight champion of the world right now. And if you know what I'm saying, got something to say, then fight the man. You know what I'm saying? Just fight him. That's it.
if
Shit.
Haney wants that fight, if he wants that belt back, he's just gonna have to do that. Now, it's 100% right. Like, when I seen De Los Santos, I was like, all right, I'm assuming he's gonna fight in spurts because of the way he's fighting, and he was giving a lot to Shakur. But what's up with the respect? Is he that sharp, or does he have a little bang to his
Listen,
punch?
Shakur, I've been telling people, I mean, like maybe before like maybe when Shakur fought Conceição, maybe around that time was like the last time I seen Shakur like not 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 like hitting dudes with shit that they not rushing in with no more. You know what I'm saying? He's growing
Mhm.
into his man strength, I think. You know what I'm saying? And he's is that his punches are sharp and they're so like mechanically
Yeah.
like short, nice
Like
punches,
snap. It's
sharp.
like a whip.
Yeah, and and then that jab is stiff sometimes, and bang, and like so, like people feeling that, man. It's almost like a when what Birdo said about Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Andre, well, he said about like it's not a punch that is like is heavy or nothing. It's not a power punch, but there's boom, boom, they're stiff. You gonna feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he ain't run in like that, cause in the first half of the fight, like he was definitely more like taking more chances. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I
And I
think
seen that too. I seen that there was and for the people that believed it was boring, um, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt of saying I think that Shakur should have threw his left hand a little bit more. Like I said, we don't know if there was a real injury or not. But when Papa Moses, he told people that his hand's right while the fight's going on. And to me, it's like you don't need to do no psychology while the fight's going on. Like you could just tell the truth. Like
yeah,
no one's gonna benefit from what you say right now. You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah, 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 yeah,
So what I was looking at was like when he told him to throw the 1-2 around the 11th and 12th round, he threw it and it landed. And I was like, all right, cool. But where was this the whole fight?
yeah. The whole fight, the whole
Were
fight.
you just suspect to not want to be open to get caught because the guy is quick? Then I understand. And that's what I mean by styles make fights.
Yeah, for sure. I like, yeah, for sure. And back to like the game plan thing with Edwin De Los Santos, like I really honestly thought that he did have a game plan, and I honestly he probably did, and like the inexperience and like him like just getting like anxious to catch him and like getting frustrated, I think like it fucked his whole game plan up. You know what I'm saying? That's another part to think that like people don't think about. You know what I'm saying? Like Shakur patient and he's still with it. He stood outside. You know what I'm saying? He's still boxing. But I think Edwin Dos Santos could have had a better fight too. I think he could have,
Yeah,
went
yeah.
down to the body, maybe get closer, make it rougher, grab him. You know what I'm
And,
saying? Low blow him if
and
anything.
that's why I
Yes.
didn't like that at the end of the fight, he didn't talk about what he needed to do, what he should have did better.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for
He just
sure.
pointed fingers.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, he think he didn't see any mistake in his fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's basically saying, "Oh, I couldn't catch him." You know what Canelo said after Mayweather's fight. He basically said, "I just couldn't catch him." So he was running the whole time. Like, don't say that, bro. Say something like, "Yo, I got to learn how to cut the ring off better." You know what I'm saying? He's great defensively. It's hard to catch him. Maybe he didn't stay in the pocket as long as he should have to give y'all a good fight. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
don't. Oh, well, he was running the whole time. Like, come on, bro.
I'm gonna put the chat on a twist right here. Then check it. Why didn't Jamel Charlo do that to Canelo then?
Word,
He could have won
word,
the fight,
word,
right?
word,
He
for
was
sure.
scared of his power, right? He was scared of his
Scared of-
power too.
Exactly.
Why didn't
Yeah.
he flick that jab? Why didn't he use his range? We're not saying that. You know why we're not saying that? Because we seen the domination.
Yeah. Yeah. That was more running
But
than what Shakur did.
by me, that was a boring fight, and nobody's talking about that fight being a boring fight.
Exactly.
But this fight is
Exactly.
is boring.
Exactly.
Ah,
I think, and another thing is like you kind of feel like who's like the ring generalship. You kind of feel who's in control. You know what I'm saying? Who's calm and who's not like really worried. Like you kind of feel that. You know what I'm saying? If you're really watching the fight, like, and I felt like Shakur wasn't in no danger at all. He was never really worried too much. You know what I'm saying? I felt a little worried in the beginning, but after that, I just felt like he got in his zone. He got comfortable, and exactly he fought way better than Charlo did. Shit, Charlo was really running, so
and I was given a scenario. People like saying, "Stop it, Mills. Edwin ain't no Canelo." I know that, but I'm giving you a scenario of punching power. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Edwin
yeah,
De Los
yeah.
Santos is a big puncher, and
Man, people always gonna have something to pick, man.
right, 100%.
Yo, man, I appreciate you having me up here, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, man. I'm in the chat, man. Everybody, subscribe, hit the like. My man with the best with the best interviews. And Coda finna be up here soon, you know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Coda gonna sit down, you know what I'm saying? And be up here and debate for real. And we gonna see. All y'all talking shit, haters, lovers, keep hating and loving. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be up here.
Fire, fire. I
Have a
appreciate
good
you,
night,
my
bro.
brother. Thank you. We got my man Coda in the building. Shout out to everybody on the live. You know what I'm saying? Who's the next one to step up and speak upon how they feel? What was the fight looking like? The link is up. Smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? It's getting late, but we here still talking boxing. So who's the next guest coming up? We got over 147 people on the live, 107 likes. We can get the likes up a little bit more. The poll is going berserks. We got here, the poll's been up for 48 minutes and we got 185 votes. 73% of y'all believe that it was a born fight. And I can't complain. I can't. Cotto would make it more entertaining even being 60 years old. Diablo. Diablo, how you gonna do my guy like that? Oh, you're talking about Cotto. You might have said Cotto, right? Right? Your boxing channel people are biased. Oh man, people using that bias word so easy. So easy, but can you explain? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Please smash the like button. Where the guests at? Where the guests at? I got time for one more. I got time for one more. Uh, Regardless, um, Edwin De Los Santos is a game fighter. We can't we can't count him out. This loss doesn't do anything to him. If anything, I think his stock stayed the same. If anything, he's more of a popular fighter because now he was able to be on the ESPN platform. More people know who he is now. So he's benefiting and he got a solid $400,000. Can't go wrong with that either, right? How do you call in? Tap the tap the link that I put up on here. I just pinned it. I pinned it up. It's a YouTube link right there. Tap it right there. Come right on. Chop it up with your boy. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We got we got a little bit more time. 188 votes. It's going down. Y'all love calling people a casual. Jackie, bro, girl, homegirl, Jordy. Listen, they always say it. And the ones that say it are actually the ones that are casual too. It's like putting somebody down. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like why people do that shit all the time. Like I know this. I know this for a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, y'all a whole bunch of nipple suckers. But you be sucking nipples too. The hell? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Um Let me know what y'all think about the fight tonight. Do you like Ryan Garcia? I think he's a good individual. I think he has some good boxing. I just don't think that he's an elite overall, like a well-rounded, complete fighter. I think that's where he has a lot of great traits, but I don't think Ryan is like, among these other top guys in the top five. At any weight class too. That's a fact. Mills, it be the Haney goes. Mills, it be the Haney fans. They don't know how to be cool. They troll, they go crazy, and I don't think the Haney fans like me too much for some reason. Don't know why though. I'm trying to figure out why. Literally, like people have to start somewhere. How else do you expect people to learn about boxing? Aquí mismo. Aquí mismo. We keep talking, and and you keep learning every day. You know what I'm saying? You keep watching fights every day. And let me tell you something, Jackie. I know people that they tell me, yo, I've been watching boxing for 20 years. And then they talk to me about boxing, and I be like, Papito, you don't even know what you watching. You watching two dudes that are sweaty with gloves on and shit going at it. You don't know what you watching. Real talk. It be like that. It be like that for 90% of y'all. But not saying my channel. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people be like that. That's a fact. Rolly would beat Shakur. Stop. Stop it, Diablo. Now we got the roll. Rolly would look horrible. See, the thing about it is that just because you a hard puncher don't mean that you can be able to beat a guy like Shakur. No, you gotta be a hard puncher that has speed and IQ to match that. You know what I'm saying? It's much more. It's much more than power. You know what I'm saying? Plus, not to shit on Rolly, but he ain't really all there right there. You know what I'm saying? He really ain't there right there. Um, all this chat, Mills said, join. Exactly. Pull up. Who we got here next? Experience Vibe Media. Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
Yo, what up? Let me see
Experience Vibe.
what's going on, King.
How you doing, my guy?
Chilling, chilling.
Talk,
Listen,
talk to me. So, how what you thought about the fights tonight?
I only watched the last fight,
Shakur,
Shakur,
talk to me.
King, King of distance, King of defense. Um, I don't see how folks be calling defense running. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Anybody that's saying Shakur was running, they don't know the science of boxing. It's hit and don't get hit.
absolutely.
Um, if you want to watch a brawl, go to UFC. You know what I'm saying?
Or a bar.
Or go to a bar, bro. But if you want the sport of boxing, I'm thinking Shakur's the one you're going to see. That was the class act, if you ask me. Like
Mm-hmm.
the defense was just it was smooth, man. Oh my goodness. I mean, that did look like a Mayweather and Kaleno fight there.
Canelo.
Yeah, Kaleno. Like that's what you just saw was how Mayweather looked that Mr. Alvarez looked. And he made it look easy. No sweat. And people was like, yo, he should have been swinging more. For what? So you can feel happy? No, you going to watch a master and his style of boxing. He's promoting his style of boxing, not how you want him to fight.
Right.
This is his flavor. This is his style. Touch and not get touched. And that was a magnificent display. Whoever's hating on him, go on and do your thing. But if you love defense, if you love boxing, that was a beautiful fight.
Yeah, it was.
That was that was beautiful. The defense was just like, come on, man. Come on.
Even towards the end, you started seeing him rolling the punches and stuff like that. It was nice. It was nice to watch.
Yeah, it was like it was a dance. It was like people who like ballerinas for something. It was smooth. It was not running.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he was fencing out there. He was a fencer. Yeah, that boy is me, man. Shout out to Shakur, man, and the whole team behind him. Cause that boy made it look so pretty. I was like, man, I'm glad I watched it, bro. That man did some work. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
sir. Yeah. I'm a first time viewer to your show
Okay.
um on a live. I always watch it joint on a rebound.
Okay.
And I appreciate your show. Your work is dope. Keep doing your thing, King. And I'll keep watching. Thanks for catching that call.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Make sure you stay tuned, man. Plenty more to come
Yes, peace and love, King. Peace.
as well. Shout out to everybody on the live Fight Hype interview, Bud.
How you
And
drop this thing, man? I don't know
I
you
got
drop
you.
this
I
thing.
got you. I got you. I got you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we still got the link up. Make sure you tap in. Speak your mind. Speak your piece. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let's make this show the best show possible. And the only way to do that is I need my peoples to engage with me. You feel me? Sound kind of crazy, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be coming out here saying pause, 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 but yeah. See, these are the type of comments that blow my mind right here. Lou Spooky 777. Just the name alone says it all, right? It just says it all. Mill City, you a clown. You just here sitting here lying hard as. Let me tell you, man. I'ma guarantee you, man. You really don't know shit about boxing, bro. And that's okay. Cause you tapped in right here. You tapped in right here. And you can learn. You can learn and you can hear from my voice. Or you can hear from the people that are really doing it. You know what I'm saying? When you stay a student of the game at all times is where you prosper in this sport. Um, Calling people clowns, calling people casuals. I just feel like, listen, have your own opinion. And matter of fact, why don't you just call in? You calling me a clown? Why don't you just call in? Do me a favor and the whole chat a favor. And let's hear what you have to say. Okay, where is this? And I'm not disrespectful. I'll hear you out. But you best believe I'm gonna be the interrogator in the conversation. Hopefully you can handle it. But tap in, call in. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You have to click the link. Click it. Let's get to it. Click the link and tap in with your boy. We in here. Here we go, bro. You can't tell me Shakur wasn't running the whole fight. Bro, running. Running. Word, call in. Call in. If you got something negative to say, call in. We'll give you your little fame and and speak your piece, man. Speak your piece. Because sometimes these keyboard warriors just don't know how to talk sometimes, you feel me? Some of them just don't know how to talk. I don't think Shakur ran all night. I think Shakur picked angles, rolled, hooked, did the L kick. For the one that just called me a clown, he don't know what an L kick means in boxing, so I wouldn't expect him to either. But in the same time, it's like there was a lot of great things. There was a lot of great moments. You just didn't get super pay-per-view attraction every round. And I understand, you know? I'm a type of person that you might like this. Boom. I might like this. Slip, slip, roll. I might like that better. What's going on? What's going on? New caller. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, okay, so I got the fight, fell asleep. I gotta get up in 2 hours, so I'm just gonna pull an all nighter. Trash to me.
You watched it?
I just I feel like Shakur, I feel like he talked so much and he got some humble pie tonight.
Mm,
I don't hate on him. First and foremost, I love your channel, everything you do.
thank you.
Big ups. But I just feel like Shakur, I just feel like he talked too much and he didn't back nothing up. He even said it post conference that he wasn't happy with his performance. Floyd Mayweather didn't even stay for the darn decision. Like he had he had Terrence Crawford by him. He had Ward, I think Andre Ward with him, and it's like you would expect more. With what he was saying, you would have expected more. I think that he's a technical fighter. I think that he's a great fighter, but right now, I don't think that Tank should give him a fight.
Mm,
I,
mm,
you know, I was looking on Twitter and Devin Haney was saying something like, I should offer you 10%. And Gervonta said that back to Devin, so I know that they're gonna kill him tomorrow, as you were stating. But as far as what he did tonight, I think he could have done better for the belt.
I like the humble pie statement that you mentioned.
Yeah,
Is it more behalf of like him saying, "Yo, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you up," and just not necessarily bringing that type of energy to the ring?
yeah, I think he didn't deliver. And then they were asking him about his hand, and he did. He was like, "I'm not making no excuses," and he didn't have nothing to say. It's like he did enough to get the belt, but he didn't fight like no champion tonight.
Mm,
You
mm.
got the belt, but he didn't give us no champion fight. He didn't show us the heart of a champion. I want to see more Edwin. I'm a fan. I
You,
was following him before anyways, but him and Pitbull Cruz,
yeah.
they're my guys.
So did you enjoy Edwin's performance today?
Yes, I did. Yes,
What
I did.
what did
I
you
like the
enjoy?
aggression in him. I
The
like the
aggression?
aggression. Yeah.
Mm.
I think that he could have let his hands go more. I think that they were both kind of like
Respecting each other too much.
respecting each other, just like Charlo respected Canelo too much, but Canelo is beast, right? I just feel like they could have both kind of been a little bit more freer. I've been watching boxing a lot of my family box, so
Mm.
from from what I see how my cousins be doing, I think he should have let his hands go a little bit more. I understand you gotta have defense. I understand that you hit, you stick, you move, but Shakur, he ran the whole time. Like we need to get back to the basics in boxing. You know, some entertainment and stuff. We do as fans want to see the entertainment. However, I know the boxers, like you said, the styles make the fights. And we're not gonna talk about the commentaries tonight either. We're not gonna talk about was it Tim Bradley? We're
Yep.
not even gonna go into that.
Yeah, you gotta leave him alone. Yeah, he had Shakur's back every chance
Yeah,
he
he
had. Yeah.
just he the worst. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Um. Thank you for calling in. By the way.
Thank you for allowing me to call in. I've been talking my little trash, you know.
Oh, I like it. I like it, and I like hearing like women that actually enjoy the sport. I think that that's pretty cool. Um.
Yes.
In the same time, it's like you know, De Los Santos had the aggression,
Yes, he
but
did.
he didn't have the accuracy.
No, he didn't.
So, is it more of the factor of you liked that there was an alpha that was trying to be alpha, and that's kind of why you enjoyed his performance?
Yes, I like that he at least he was bringing a fight.
Mm-hmm.
At least what he said he was going to do, at least he was trying to back it up versus Shakur. All he had to say was, "Oh, it wasn't my night. I know this is my best performance. Hey, I'm not going to make no excuses to what I did." He basically saying like, "I know I was horrible. I know I was trash." And then he talking all of this stuff and calling out all these fighters. He going to show up at Devin, you rolling up on who Cambosas, you going to Loma, you talking all this trash. He know not to do that to Tank. You doing all of this, you hyping up everything, your mouth moving, and where your actions at?
Mm.
I like Shakur, but what you doing, my guy? What are you really doing? What did you do tonight? It was trash. I fell asleep. I gotta get up at what 4 o'clock. I'm a nurse. I gotta get up.
Oh
I
wow.
be I be having fight parties at my house, right?
Well, where are you? Where are you? Where
I'm
you
in
located?
Buffalo, New York.
Oh, you in Buffalo? Okay.
It's cold here, but I be getting it in. We be doing the chicken, the wings, everything. Tonight I was like, all my cousins like, yo, we coming over. I'm like, nah, we ain't coming over. I'm probably go to sleep. That's exactly what I did.
So you made a
Watching
good
it, went
call.
to sleep.
You made a good call.
So I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. So I'm happy I ain't go all out this fight. I think the other fights, a little bit what I was seeing with the other fights, they was better than what I saw from him.
Right. Right. Um. Talk to me. You said earlier that Tank shouldn't give him the fight. Why do you believe that Tank shouldn't give him the fight? Is it the styles that the fans would possibly see a similar type of a fight, and therefore you don't want to see that? Like, talk to me.
Well, Well, you know what I think that with Tank, I love Tank, and what I think is him having the ability to have that one punch knockout changes the game. However, with what I seen from Shakur tonight, if he gonna do what he was doing, then
Tank ain't
they
touching him.
both. I mean, Tank be hitting. He don't punch much either.
He don't.
So you will have both of them in there. I don't think it could be boring because Tank has the ability to be explosive. That's why he's on pay per view. That's their agenda for him to make him a pay per view fighter, which he is. But when you got the technicalities of Shakur and then you got Tank, I don't see Shakur beating Tank right now with how he fought tonight.
Hmm.
I just don't think that they will waste their time. And I know that a lot of people say that Tank need to fight more A-list fighters. He always taking tune-ups. However, I do know that they probably have a plan for his career. As
Hmm.
far as with Shakur goes, I feel like it, it's iffy because people say Shakur can beat him, but what I seen tonight, it might be boring to me. At least we got the explosive side, knowing that Tank has the ability to change the game with having that power, having that speed, and knocking him out if he catch him. If
If
Shakur ain't doing all like that and running the whole night.
right.
If he
So
bring it to him, they both bring it to each other.
see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I love right here, right? What I love is that people have their own opinions upon the sport that we enjoy to watch. And everybody has they're entitled to their own opinions. But what's most important, what I was trying to bring back what I said earlier was is that people like what they like. And
Hmm.
you like action, you like drama, and if that's the type that you like, sometimes people like funny movies, right? So you probably like Rolly going into the fight, but you don't like Rolly fighting.
Rolly, he got power, but he needs some work. He a
Yeah,
little bit wild, and he'd be off the chain if he would get his other skill up because he got the power. He just lacking other areas. He kind of keep himself open. But I guess styles do make fights. I'm still learning. My cousins be trying to help me to understand and show me about the different styles and being a technical fighter versus an explosive fighter. But today was just a boring fight to me. I fell asleep.
be honest with me though, right? Did you fall asleep in the fight, like while the fight was playing? Sheesh.
Yeah, yeah, I did. But
What?
I get up every morning at 4, like 4, quarter to 5, to be at work at 6. So I probably was just tired anyways, but the fact that I stayed up, I stayed up more for the other fights a little bit, but I was like dozing in and out. I got a cat, so she kept jumping on me like, you need to go to bed, you up here in the front. So so my animal was kind of like, mommy, we going in the room, but yeah, I was falling asleep and everything like that, but I just when I kind of woke up to the end of the rounds, I was just like, yeah, I didn't miss too much of anything.
Right, right.
That's what my assumption was. Of course, I'll have to watch it over and see. But
Yeah, because you was
I,
half asleep.
if I be honest with you, I don't think I missed much.
I I agree with you in a lot of standpoints on it, but watch it again, and watch the times that Shakur goes into the middle of the ring and steps. So you will see that De Los Santos has his back against the ropes, not touching the ropes, but facing the ropes, and Shakur is pressing the action towards the later rounds where I think the game plan was is to, like he said to the commentators, take him into deep waters and hopefully he could drown him. The drowning situation was nowhere to be found, but taking him to deep waters, you did see that while he was taking him to deep waters, De Los Santos's punch was, a little slower and was less had less pop leading into some of the championship rounds. So,
Okay.
but I can't come out here and give Shakur excuses because
Yes.
he didn't give himself an excuse once again. So,
He
um,
said it. He
yeah,
said it. He said it Hun during the post conference that he didn't do good. So just from him coming out of his mouth, I'm pretty. If I get that synopsis of what I feel, he probably was trash if he said it came out of his mouth, the horse's mouth. So
right, right. You
you,
know, like I said again, it's just like it's what you like to see at the end of the day. Like I remember being an amateur boxer and learning the craft and learning how to slip and roll punches, and it took some time for me to perfect it and to get the timing upon opponents. So when I see the type of fight that I seen today, Yes, I would like to see more combinations, but I did like to see the defensively sounded that Shakur was, and Edwin De Los Santos at times he showed distance control as well.
You know what I would like to see? I would like to see how boxing used to be when they was toe to toe, getting it in.
Mm.
Hard body just fighting. Middle of the ring, taking hits. Cause we don't
James Tony
was
type shit.
his chin even tested tonight? All the running that I've been hearing everybody, did his chin even get to, can he
I
take a
don't, I
punch from
don't, I
him?
don't, I don't think he got hit in the chin. If he did get hit, I think he got hit like in the temple, maybe the jaw, not in the money. You feel me?
Did he run every time Edwin hit him? Cause I know he hit hard. Did he run?
Honestly, there was times that he hit. He's like kind of smothered Shakur, that that explosiveness that you were speaking upon. So he would stay in the middle of the ring, do a couple feints, take a couple steps, maybe a double, triple jab, get him close and explode on him. When he exploded on him, he would land a shot. Shakur would turn with him. And what was cool about Shakur when he turned with him, he turned, which is a pivot in boxing, and threw a hook.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know, I pay attention to like in super super detail, but I
Okay.
could I could understand why some people when they see someone chasing somebody, they're just
It's
hey,
boring.
let me look at this
Oh.
move. Like let me you
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Like let
Okay,
me
yes, yes.
yeah, you feel
Okay.
me?
Yes.
So,
Oh
but
wow, I'm gonna watch the fight again like you told me. I don't hate Shakur. I think he's awesome in his skill. It's just that from what I seen, I didn't really see what he said he would do. So
yes.
I'm all about action. You're gonna say
And you
you're gonna beat
100%. You
yeah,
100%. He did
and
not do what he said
he
he was going
didn't.
to
I could tell from when I woke up, and I'm the type of person, if you gonna say you gonna beat somebody down, show us that. It's
do.
like, don't be a fraud or have false advertisement. You gonna whoop them. That's
Mm,
what we want to see. Sorry,
facts.
my cat said hello too. She stayed up with me.
Oh, well, hello, Kitty. What's her name?
Her name is Story.
Okay, Story. Well,
Yeah.
shout out to Story.
Shout out to my baby. Here she goes. Say hi. You on TV. Say hi. You on the internet. So
who's
thank
your
you so much.
Who's your favorite lightweight?
Wow. I like Tank, but I was a fan of Shakur.
Was
I like Cruz
was
actually. I like Pitbull.
you like
That's
Pitbull
my
Crew?
guy. I like Pitbull. I like that he broad. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's a couple guys in the division that I like. I do think that Devin Haney ran from the division. But yeah, that's another topic too, I guess.
so that's what you believe. You believe that that's what Haney did.
Yeah, I think it was easier for him to go to Regis versus Shakur, but after seeing Shakur performance, I think he might probably be like, "Oh, I'll fight him now," because I think some of the boxers like to see what each other is gonna do.
But
We
that's
all
what
want
I was trying to tell you. Styles make fights.
styles make fight.
Shakur's not gonna react to a Devin the way he would react to an Edwin De Los Santos. Edwin De Los Santos is cracking. Like he's really cracking. I think he got like 18, 17 fights. 16 of them are by knockout. Like,
Yeah, he from what I see, he ain't nothing to play with.
mm-hmm.
I like his power. I like to see the knockouts. I'm just really getting into boxing and stuff, and I like to see it. I like to see the styles, but I also like to see when they can get explosives as well.
Yeah.
Put them on the ropes and beat them a little bit. I like to see all of that.
Mm, mm. So,
Yeah.
question, right? If you going on a date, right? And you know how like they be doing like, oh, like damn, you got a fatty or like some shit, and then like the guy that you going on a date with, he's like, yo, that's my shorty, respect, and then they get it in, they fight. Would you rather see the homie knock the dude out like Tank, or would you like to see him looking flashy, missing, making him bleed, popping him and stuff like that? What would you rather see, like a straight domination, or just like, oh, he knocked him out?
I guess it depends on the circumstance.
Mm,
If depending on how disrespectful they get, give them that knockout.
Mm.
But I guess if the guy can really fight, I wouldn't mind seeing what my guy could do too. With with meeting him where he at.
Right.
I guess I like both, if that's okay to say.
Do you know anything about Frank Martin? Have you watched him fight? Because that was the fight that was supposed to happen.
Yes. Do you think Frank Martin ducked Shakur? He pulled out at the last minute. I was waiting on it, and he kind of pulled out. I know his brother even was like, "What are you doing?"
You know, that's a tricky situation, because like if you was in those guys' situation, and their careers pass, and knowing that Frank Martin can possibly get a Pitbull Cruz fight after Tank, possibly, a Tank fight. I think a Tank would entertain a fight with Frank Martin if he has a zero. But if he lost to a Shakur, I don't see that happening.
He okay, I got it. Okay, he ducked Shakur, but
And it
career
was for like
wise,
1 point. It was like for
okay.
1.1 for the WBC belt, versus like if you fought Pitbull, Cruz, and Tank, you probably making close to like 2 to 3 million. So this is how they get paid.
Money talks, in other words.
Facts. I don't think they're scared of each other. Like, I
Okay,
don't think that.
it's all about the money.
All about the money.
Oh,
Always.
hey, you want to make money, right? So
Hmm.
I don't disagree with with guys doing those type of moves for a bigger a payday. I just hope that in the hopes of them getting a bigger payday, I hope they give us what we would like to see. And I understand it's not about the viewers. However, I hope that it's all worth it. I would say from both ends of the spectrum.
Absolutely. Your thoughts on David Benavidez and Bubu Andres?
I think Benavidez gonna win. I think that Andre to give him a run, but Benavidez he can get technical, right? If he just box, but he got that power to knock him and get him out of there too. I want to see Benavidez and Canelo. I
Mm,
think Canelo haven't been trying to fight him though.
mm,
That's my take. I don't think Canelo want no problems out of him because he a problem for sure. Benavidez, oh gosh, absolutely,
yeah, you're right.
absolutely. From what I
And
can see from Benavidez, I love him.
Tank, I mean, Tyson calls him the Mexican monster, so he got to be something
He
special.
is a monster. I mean, Canelo is a very good fighter, but Benavidez is. I think he got the edge to win.
Hmm.
That's my point of view from seeing Benavidez and knowing his capabilities. I think that he got the edge to beat the brakes off of Canelo. I think
Mm,
way better than Charlo.
mm.
I
Yeah.
don't think he's gonna respect Canelo like that.
And then your behalf on what is December 9th, Regis and Devon?
I think if Regis have a good game, I think that he could knock Devin out.
Mm,
Um, I think that Devin is doing a lot. I seen his workouts, like trying to get his legs and everything strong, but I just feel like from what I know about boxing, I work out and box, not to box, but just for the workout. I feel like it's not enough time for Devin to get this power that he's looking for. That don't just come so fast. I mean, that's good that he's trying to get stronger legs and everything like that. But I think that if Regis had a good night, he could probably knock Devin out. I
mm.
think that Devin will probably beat him though.
So Devin Haney in the press conference said he's gonna beat Regis up. Pretty much the same energy that Shakur did with Edwin. If we see the similar running situation, I need you to come back.
I will too. I'm gonna come back. You just
Right.
and this was my first time doing this. I'm so excited. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be hitting the link like add me.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
said that Devin ducked Tio. I think Tio beat the brakes off of Devin.
Thank
Tio
you.
can fight too.
We're getting along.
Okay, Tio. People sleep on Tio.
Mm,
Okay,
mm,
he. I think he feel like they not trying to pay him, and he got every right to feel like Any fighter got the right to feel like they the best. They should. You want to be a confident fighter, and if he don't feel like they giving him the money, then he got a right to go on strike.
Facts.
Period.
Yeah.
I seen them spire Gervonta when they were younger. T.O. bigger, and he got more power.
Mm.
We gonna talk again.
Oh no, we definitely gonna talk again for sure. I'm gonna be trying to do a show probably almost every day, but definitely hit my notification so whenever I go on, you could tap in. I see the chat they're rolling. I mean, Jackie Hernandez told me to tap you in.
Yes, that's my girl. I just met her tonight too. She had me rolling.
Yo, she's lit. She's lit.
She definitely litty.
Yeah, she's lit. And then all these guys, they like to see a passionate woman, that enjoys boxing. So,
Yeah.
and I do too. So, thank you for tapping in with me today. And
Thank you.
let's get back in it tomorrow.
Right. You have a good night too.
You too.
Good morning.
Yeah. It's morning now. You're right.
Okay. I'll
much
talk to
love,
you
much
tomorrow.
love, honey. God
Okay.
bless.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one more guess. Who would be the lucky one? We got over 130 people on the live. 122 males. Teach me, bro. You okay? You was like, yo, show them the Riz. You funny as hell, man. Males in love for real. Jackie, you really gonna say that? Like, wow. Yeah, she's cute, but it's not like I'm trying to keep it professional here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a dating site. You feel me? This is a boxing. This is all about boxing and stuff like that. But shout out to her. I didn't get her name. Hopefully she's in the chat and she says her name though. Carlita, you're a sweetheart. Yeah, Carlita. Thank you, Carlita. That's a cool name, Carlita. Blind Faith, you already know. Smash the like button. Jackie, we still waiting for you to get up in here too. Stop playing. Stop playing. You're gonna always say that your hair ain't done, your hair ain't right, but nah. Tomorrow, you back on here if you got some time. She goes, I'm telling. uh, he just got admitted it. He just admitted it. Ooh, I didn't know what I admit. What you talking about? What you talking about, Shalom? But yeah, I thought tonight's fights was pretty decent. But like I said, I respect everybody's opinion because y'all entitled to it. Isaac W, what's going on? Mill City, I appreciate you for buying me that mansion in Miami last week. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, Pimpo? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. What you thought about the fights before that? What's your name? Welcome to the show.
My name is Mill Five. Hey, man, that thing ain't what it is with him, man. I understand y'all, feel it was a defensive situation. I'm gonna keep it brief. He's not really what I'm into as far as defense. As far as defense, I'm into James Toney, Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean?
Stay in the pocket at times.
Yeah. You have to keep the energy alive, man. And what we're seeing with Shakur is that he's not keeping the energy alive. And I see with Hitchison too. It's like they're so defensive that there's no energy in the fight. There's nothing.
Would you agree they had similar performances?
Who?
Richardson with Cepeda and Shakur
Exactly.
with De Los Santos.
Exactly. That's what we have with these guys. So, I'm into like Terrence Crawford, say for instance, right? He's a guy that's I like his style because he's defensive minded, but at the same time, you're gonna deal with somebody that's trying to kill, so you're gonna get hit every now and then. Shakur ain't trying to kill, man. He's almost amateurish to me, man. He's really not really a prize fighter. Because if you're a prize fighter, you're trying to make something happen. You're trying to make the crowd happy, things of that nature. Tank shit. You know what I mean? Where he's looking to put something together and get a motherfucker out of there. I didn't see that, and I haven't seen that with Shakur. I seen a little bit a couple fights ago, like he was trying to let some of that bullshit rub off on him. But all in all, when it came to him being under a situation like he was under tonight, with some heat that was in front of him, he resorted to that same old I'm really not trying to fight shit, and that to me is running. It really is running, and it wasn't like he was actually really doing. Cause see, what happens is I understand the purists, and they say, "Oh no, that's beautiful defense. That's beautiful defense. That beautiful defense is killing our sport. That beautiful defense ain't got no energy in it. We gotta have that energy, man. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much where I'm at with it. You know what I mean?
Like, I remember being an amateur boxer and fighting similar to Shakur. It's like the beginning stages of boxing. It's like you learn how to move forward, you know how to move back, you know how to move laterally, but it's different when you have the experience of wanting to catch punches in the inside, shoulder roll it, and want to counter punch and stuff like that. But it's just like I said to some people, styles make fights, and a guy like this that has a big punch, it's gonna be hard to stay in there. Look at the guys that Canelo's fighting. They're trying to catch his punches, and they got to go to the emergency room after and check their arms out and stuff like that. So that's kind of like what I see in it.
I mean, it's got to be an even kill to it, man. You know what I'm saying? He beautiful with his defense, but at the same time, with being that damn good with his defense, he should be able to get active a whole lot more. I ain't gonna lie, Devin Haney get a little bit more active than him. Devin Haney had energy in that Loma fight. There wasn't no energy in that fight tonight from Shakur. You know what I mean? He zapped the energy out of the fight, man. That's why the crowd was so upset. They
But
had seen him
but
fight earlier and had
Loma
energy.
not punching.
Huh?
Loma not punching.
Loma wasn't punching. Loma was cracking the hell out of David Haney. That's why some people felt he won. Loma punching. Loma put people down, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you have right to your own opinion. But, yeah.
I don't think he putting anybody to sleep or anything like that. I don't think
I
he
didn't say put to sleep. I'm just saying put down respectable pop to put somebody down.
he definitely don't got no De Los Santos punch. That's a
No.
fact.
But to be honest, we can't even say that De Los Santos punch was there tonight for Shakur to even be doing all that running. It wasn't even like, you know what I mean? He let his hands go to even see the power. It's like, yeah, we know he has power, but with the way that fight went, we didn't get to see him get anything off to say, well, damn, Shakur had to run from that guy. He was trying to take his head off. Neither one of them was really shooting their shots. It was like I said, the energy was drained so cold to where, man, it was just some fugazi shit, man. And the crowd was really upset. We need people to really get active. It's a reason why that UFC is doing what it's doing, because it's energy involved. You know what I mean? When you watch Terrence Crawford, there's a lot of energy involved. You know what I mean? When you watch a Better Beard, somebody like that that's actually there trying to take you out, and you ain't able to get him, that's beautiful shit, man.
But the thing about it, what you just did, my man, is you just named all the guys that have like 100% to 90% KO ratio.
It's not about all that. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that, I'm gonna tell you why, right? It's a lot of people that have power, but they ain't trying to get you out of there.
Because they don't know how to break a guy down. Yeah, I understand. Or they don't know where to place the shot.
Yeah, and not only that, they're not willing to take that risk. They're not willing to step in the blade.
As well.
He's not willing to step in the blade.
As we seen with Rolly and that old man, right? Barroso.
Right.
2 punchers, but he felt that, damn, that guy can punch too, so I'm just going to put my game plan and put it in my pocket and just run. See, to me, I think Rolly ran, but I think people stopped talking about the running because he got dropped.
Right.
And the stoppage was premature, so we can't even really talk about the fight or how we really feel because too much things were going on. You feel me?
There's levels to it, man. When I even think about the Rolly guy, he's not on the level of these elites. You know what I mean? He's really put together as far as that goes. He got a push behind him, and that's why he's even in a position with that mouth. But
see, what I try to tell people, right? Not to cut you off, right? But like what I try to tell people is that when you look at Shakur, right, came off of 126, came to 130, got titles on both, and he was able to step it to some of these guys. Jamel Herring, he stepped it to Jamel Herring. Oscar Valdez, he stepped it to him. You know what I'm saying? But these are guys that are not as big as him. You feel me?
Mhm.
So his comfortability is there. His comfortability is there for those type of caliber of fighters. When you step in there with a puncher, like for instance, I can't gauge Haney and Regis because Regis is a puncher. Because Regis's IQ is not like Edwin De Los Santos' IQ. And I think people we misconstrue some of these power punchers like Tank and because of what they do at the end of the fight. But if we really pay attention and we really know what we watching here, we could see that there's a lot of things before that knockout happens.
Right. I agree with you. I agree, but like I alluded to earlier, the couple of fights you just mentioned from
Hmm.
Shakur, Herring and all that, that's when I was like, okay, maybe he really getting it. You know, because sometimes you can be so defensive that you'll never get it. You just gonna stay defensive your whole career. And then some
Hmm.
people like, you know what, I'm on that level where I can get in there with you on some James Tony shit, be right in your face. Like he said he was on. Like I'm right in your face. I'm not running and doing none of that. That wasn't what it was or not.
Okay,
He
but I'm gonna give you some game real quick too, right? So
you know what
check
I'm
it,
saying?
Devin, right? We talking Devin, right? Because you said yo, even Devin doing a little bit more of the shit that you like, right? So check it. How do you look at Devin's resume, which I like his resume? I think he has out of obviously Teofimo got the best resume out from 135 to 40, but him is next in line in my behalf. But those names, Gamboa, he ain't 135. Linares, he ain't a real 135 pounder. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cambosa's a small man. I give him credit for that 2 times. Australia, even Loma, he ain't a real 135 pounder. That's his cap. So remember, now this is where the game comes in. Devin Haney is the biggest lightweight in the game. Him and Ryan, they're the biggest guys. So it's like basically saying what Shakur's doing with these guys moving up to what he did at 26 and 30 is very similar to what Devin's doing at 35 because all those guys I just mentioned, they started at 126.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. You know, you when you go to talking about that type of stuff, you got to think about somebody like who I was saying before, like a T Bud. You know what I mean? He was always a littler dude, but his mentality, that dog he has in him, had him coming up and getting fools out of there because he was looking to get fools out of there. You see what I'm saying? Shakur's not looking to get anybody out of there, and if he almost got on that, as skilled as he is, I could see success for him. You know what I mean? Like I said, I thought he was on it, but somebody, I don't know, somebody with a little heat, he had him put his hands in his pocket for the most part.
Yo, you seen the picture with T Bud, Shakur, Mayweather, and Andre Ward?
Yes, sir.
Yo, you gotta check that out, bro. Yo, I don't know what y'all think in the chat, but yo, Crawford look big as hell.
He could be big as hell, but he wasn't big as hell. He came from a smaller weight. That's what I'm saying.
No, no, no. What I'm just saying in that picture, in that
Yeah,
picture,
yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. He looked good. He
like
looked good.
I'm like looking at his arm. It's like he making Andre Ward look little. You know what I'm saying? In that,
Yeah, but yeah, I feel what you're saying though. But you got
I'm
to think, man. That's how he's been working out, man, and doing things to have him the way he's
calling
looking.
all these bigger guys out, right? He's calling them all out, so I
Yeah,
can't
so
expect anything less.
he's happy to stay on it because he's almost like knows he came up from a smaller weight, so he gotta pack on what he gotta pack on and stay with that little bit of weight. But it boils down to skill, man. You know what I mean? And and what you want, what you really want. You know what I mean? And that's that. I just feel like Shakur, he wants to just win the fight, man. He's an amateur wanting to win by points, and Hitchison is on the same shit. And these guys, like I said, man, there's no energy. When I watch fights, man, you know what I mean? I just box amateur, do the whole thing. I just got it in right now, right? And it was always a situation, man, where it was about energy, man. When I watch fights, man, I love the energy. You know what I mean? A lot of people had a lot of problems with Floyd, but Floyd had a certain energy when you watch his fights, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The poor man, I mean, man, he zapped the whole room of energy, man. It wasn't there, and I feel like he gonna have to get on that, man. Otherwise, man, ain't nobody gonna be tapping it. He's not gonna become that mega star, man, that we talking about, man, on the prize fighting level if you don't get that together, man.
yeah. It's like And I agree with that last statement that you said was because like if you compare him and Bud had the performances that we enjoyed and he ended it the way people wanted to see it and he was in top rank complaining that he couldn't get the big fights. Shakur on the other hand on top rank but not giving us the performances could be a deal breaker for him. He's going to go through certain things. Hopefully, by the end of this year, he makes a decision if he wants to resign. But it seems to me he might be rocking with Mayweather. Can't
It's,
wait.
I not to cut you off, but it's the reason why Pitbull don't want to fight Shakur, and you've seen it tonight. You know what I
That makes
mean?
sense. Yeah. Because looking
Pitbull
at
put up scrap, man. You know what I mean? De Los Santos trying to scrap, man. Shakur ain't trying to scrap, man. You know what I mean? That's why, you know what I mean? So I can't, and with this performance, there's a lot of people gonna be like, man, I ain't trying to fight this cat,
well,
man.
well, well, bro, right? Talk to me when you seen because I seen that De Los Santos was smudging a lot of his work when he was trying to get explosive. He would put Shakur in the corner, and Shakur does not like to be in the corner. He knows his coaches, everybody knows we're not gonna be on the ropes. We're gonna turn you. So when I seen Shakur turning him, I seen in him fight him while he was turning him, and those are little moments that for a guy that is dealing with a puncher like De Los Santos, I can appreciate that because there's balls in that because you can
I,
get clipped.
I agree with what you're saying. See, with the way Shakur fights, he makes you put your hands in your pocket so cold to where De Los Santos never cut off the ring properly. He never roughed him up. But that's that, you know, it's that jump back
He
shit that
gotta
he
do
do.
better.
So beautiful. Man, I'm gonna be like, man, I ain't even, you know what I mean? So, you know,
De Los Santos got to do better.
yeah, I agree. De Los Santos could have did a whole lot more, especially with the way they both were talking. I figured that this was gonna be some energy involved and it was gonna be entertaining and all the yada yada. But all in all, man, it seemed like they was on some whole other shit. At least that's what I've seen, man. I didn't see the. That's not the defense I like, man. I don't like that type of defense, man. That's
And I
running.
can respect. I can respect it. I really can. Because like I said earlier, those are the things that you learn in the beginning stages.
I learned how to cut off the ring, man, early on, man. You know what I mean? His
Right.
foot, Shakur's footwork is not to engage. It's almost to and all that hit, not get hit, all that shit. Cool, yeah. Yeah, that's real cool if that's what you own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm on some man shit, man. You better get serious in this deal, man, and try to really hurt something. You know?
Right.
That's
Right.
all. That's what I was brought up around this way, man. I came up at a Knox Street gym. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people. You know what I mean, from my town that got down and did something. You know what I mean? So it's all about what it is, man. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you taking my call, brother. You know how we do it, man. And you know what I'm saying? We'll see what it do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
But just
Absolutely. I appreciate you
I
coming
want
in.
everybody to know. I want everybody in the chat to know. If we really looking at some defensive movement, you have a James Toney, you have a Pernell Whitaker, you have a Floyd. He name dropped Floyd tonight, and I promise you, Floyd had energy in his fights, man. You know what I mean? He had you, like it wasn't all that boom like he said, man. No, Floyd didn't just run from no Canelo or nobody. He actually.
Yeah. Canelo. Floyd only got booed coming into the ring, but not like in the ring. Yeah.
And we know Floyd didn't hit that hard after during towards the later of his career, but he still was reputable enough to put a couple things together, some combinations. It wasn't what was the punch dance tonight? That was horrible. That was ridiculous. Ridiculous. The state of boxing right now, we needed more than that.
Yeah. Well, my brother, thank you for calling in once again, brother.
Yep, I'll holler at you.
You already know, man. Stay tuned. I got time for one more. How about I be nice and do one more? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on the live. Make sure you smash the like button. I'm like, hearing everybody what they got to say, I think is nice. Also because it's like, everybody got, like I said, everybody got their own opinion. I like people just to bring the energy. You know what I'm saying? And I like the positive people that came in, and I don't mind even tapping in some of these trolls. Just you got to know how to troll when you troll, though, right? Mills, I'm hopping on tomorrow night. Reserve me a spot. Jackie, mamita, oye, you have VIP, nena, okay? So cuando tú tienes tiempo, when you got some time on your hands, let me know. If you got me on Instagram too, hit me up on the message. But hey, when I tap in and I see you, you already know what to do. You tap that link. And for anybody right now that want to be the last caller of the night, before I hit the sack, that shit sound crazy, right? Pause. Before I hit the bed, I'll do one more, it's pinned up right there, ladies and gentlemen. If not, if not, I'll be okay with like 5 more likes. You know what I'm saying? The poll looking like 243 votes. 70% of y'all believe that it was a born fight. What's going on, my man? How you doing?
What's good with it, man? I'm doing all right. First and foremost, man, I'm a fan of your work, bro. I've been following you for a minute now.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. But that fight, man, like Shakur broke my heart.
It hurt you? Oh, yeah, no. Somebody. Oh, you seen the comment? Somebody get you some Starbucks or Wi-Fi. You at work? You look like you at work. Appreciate, bro, giving us an MTV crib tour.
Real quick,
Got more
but
signal.
yeah, man, like
Look how Mills is looking.
yeah,
All right, yeah, you got way better signal now. Everybody, y'all can see him better now, right? I could. So talk to me. You feel sad? It wasn't a good performance. Shakur broke your heart.
man, it broke my heart, man. Like he just, like, I'm a for man. I've been waiting for him to tank fight to build up, and I was like, this the perfect time for it. Perfect time to show your stuff. To versus Josh Taylor fight wasn't no.
Mhm. You lagging just a little bit. I heard the Tio talking about it being a competitive fight. Yeah, you better now.
Okay. Yeah, like the To fight was exciting to watch, even though To was dominant. You know what I mean? The Shakur fight, you was dominant. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't exciting to watch.
Do you believe both fighters? Do you believe both
And
fighters should have done a little bit more, not just one?
it was a couple, and then Shakur literally ran around and got right back in the middle of the ring.
Hmm. See that that see
Like
see
that
that.
bothered me. Yeah, that
So
bothered me.
that's not. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that's running to me because he's trying to stay. He's trying to get to the middle of the ring. You feel me? He's not trying to ride the rope
Right.
like how Oscar did with Trinidad. So it was like I feel like
Yeah, I mean I
with
get
an
that.
explosive guy like Edwin, you need some spacing. You know what I'm saying? But I can understand why the fans feel the way they do. Because it's not a style
See,
that
to
y'all
me, he
like.
only did that twice.
Mm,
Right. Yeah, like it's not a like a cat like a casuals ain't gonna bring like get brought in by that type of style. Like I respect Shakur. It was just 2 times I saw like it literally looked like he ran. The other ones, yeah, he just what I'm saying, using his distance, he's backing up, he's ducking under. Like you said, he'll check out with a hook or whatever when he duck under. You know what I'm saying? It was a little small things like that, but it just that he liked to bring up his Oscar Valdez fights and how he stayed in the pocket with him and stuff like. But you ain't stay in the pocket with this guy, so it's like it lets you know that it's different levels in power. You know what I'm saying? Like he respected this man power a lot more than he respected the other ones.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we expected Shakur to fight Jamel Herring, Oscar Valdez the way he would fight Tank. I mean, I think we all knew that. And
Right.
this guy, not a notable name, but got pop in both hands. And he made Shakur feel that, and I think Shakur knew that. I mean, even me talking to Shakur and interviewing him, I mean, he knew that he was dealing with a boxer puncher. You know.
But I don't know. I think it just hurt his chances of getting that Tank fight because it brings more validity to what Ellerby been saying.
Mm.
Like y'all ain't big enough yet, and like I feel like this performance hurt Shakur in a sense in that aspect. So I think he need like one more like if he do get Loma next and he dominates Loma, I think the Tank fight would happen like more.
Yeah, and it's not, with guys like Tank, guys like Canelo, they choose their fights wisely, and obviously it got to make money, and it got to
Right.
make sense. And when the part that makes sense is the style matchup. Look at, for instance, Canelo Alvarez. He tells Boo Boo Andres he's a horrible fighter because he knows that he don't want to deal with that style. You feel me?
Nah,
So
that's true. That's true.
it's like that's the similarity that I would say when it comes to that. Nobody wanna, like Shakur said to people today. He said people don't want to fight me. Then they ask him, why do you think they don't want to fight you? He goes, because they don't want to lose their O. Not because they're scared. Not because he punches hard. You know what I'm saying? There's some dudes out here that they don't want to fight a puncher. Like they'd be like Drawn Ennis. What? Nah, 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 nah. I don't want to fight Drawn Ennis. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to
Right.
do. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
I'm only fighting Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson was giving out the bag. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I mean, I get that, and it's like cause the Shakur fighting style is for winning and not for like the entertainment.
For winning.
Like,
And
yes,
remember,
it's
he's one
strictly
of the
for
one
winning.
silver medalists. You know what I'm saying? One of the better amateurs of his era. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people get a contempt, when they're used to the style. It works all the time. And
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but it's like if you take your boxing eyes off and just put your entertainment eyes on, it just hard to see Tank want to go for that fight.
and
But that's the fight we all want.
and people don't understand. You can choose boxing, or boxing can choose you, right? And I
Yeah.
always tell people this terminology. Like, for instance, I don't know if you've seen my interview with Edwin De Los Santos's coach. At the end of the interview, I talked to him about the picture that Edwin De Los Santos had when he was in DR. He had like a beer belly. He had a
Uh,
drink in his hand, and he told me, his coach, he said, we just put that up in the internet when we found out that Shakur was looking for an opponent. So we put it out on the Instagram, but that was actually 2 years old. So like I said,
uh,
people kind of
try to
choose.
bait him in basically for the fight.
I mean, come on, we see this all the time. Look at Billy Joe.
Yeah.
Look at Billy Joe and Canelo.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
fact. That's a
The,
fact.
the,
So
the
look,
list, the list can go on.
do you think some truth to the Devin might try to ask for this fight next? Like go harder for this fight next?
For what fight?
For the Shakur fight next because it seemed like Devin keep going after these names.
Well, this is how I believe with Devin. Devin kept 3 of his belts at 135 to see if it got too hot at 140. Meaning everybody's punching at 140. So
Right.
like you got to get a feel for it.
So
And
you think depending on how he do against Regis will say everything?
exactly. I mean, not necessarily everything because there's a lot more harder tasks than Regis. I think Regis is one of the not overall well-rounded boxer. Good at a lot of
Right.
things. Good at a lot of things. But
I think if he could take like if he get a clean hit off like Regis get a clean hit off him and he could eat it or up, I think that
it's
says
a
a lot
problem.
for like how he will.
He could probably stop him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
could probably
Like I
drown him,
think if he
outwork him.
yeah,
The work
like
rate.
I feel like if he eat that Regis hit, I don't see it as being anybody other than probably Gary Antoine Russell that he would be scared of getting in the ring with because if you could take a Regis hit,
Yep.
anyone at 140 outside of Russell and Tank, I feel like you could take any of their hits.
I'm gonna be real with you. If I was a professional boxer and I was campaigning at 140 pounds, the only person I'd probably be afraid of is Subriel Matias because he put somebody in a casket already. That's probably the only person I'll probably be scared of.
Yeah, but do you? I mean, I could get that, but you know, boxing, almost anybody can take the wrong hit. But you think he really like that nice though,
Who?
Matias?
I'm not saying that he's that nice. I'm saying
You just saying for like power wise?
no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's not that nice. It's that he's that dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like there's dangerous,
Okay.
and then there's like I could lose the fight.
Yeah, because they don't mention his name.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't really mention his name like that. I think Regis mentioned it once, but like they don't. People don't call
yeah,
him out or
because he
nothing.
changes people's careers around.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if you scared of anybody in this game, you probably shouldn't really be in it. To be honest.
No, that's a fact.
So in
'Cause I
reality,
mean,
it
like
all has to
other
do with the
than
business.
yeah, 'cause I think the before that, before the Matias thing,
Yeah, Leo shouldn't have been in that fight, but he was. So it is what it is. He is a future Hall of Famer. Hmm.
yeah, he fought there once and he said he didn't like it. I didn't like how heavy I felt. I felt sluggish. I didn't like it. I'm a campaign to 135. Everybody want to bring that one fight up just 'cause he fought one time. Oh, he
Right.
fight me at 140. He don't want to.
Hmm. But yeah, it's a fact. Right. Right. My brother, I appreciate you for calling in as well,
He
man.
with the
First
rank.
time calling, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Stop by again, man. You're always welcome. I appreciate respectful people all the time, so you're more than welcome to come in anytime, man. Much love to you, and I'm gonna let you get back to what you're doing. I'm probably gonna do maybe one more call. I've been saying one more call, but I want to be fair, so maybe do one more, and I'm about to get out of here. But much love to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, and God bless. One more, one more. Tay says one more, Mills, one more. All right, I'll do one more. But we need to get this shit cracking. Mills, I gotta jump on live with you. But Blind Faith, tap tap in. This is the real last one. Last call facts. It's the last one. Y'all see me tired, man. Well, than me, I'm about to go to sleep. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Get on the polls. What we got for the polls? 251. And, 69% of y'all believe it's a boring fight tonight. Hey, it's an opinion. I can't go wrong with it, I'm hitting the sack, no pause after this. It's 4:30. Yo, it is 4:30. Mills, YK, you almost fell asleep on the fight. I don't fall asleep, Ty. I don't fall asleep. I fall asleep on some fights though. I can't hold you. I fell asleep on a Canelo fight before with Billy Joe. I was sleeping like that. And I got up and I missed the knockout. Crazy. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. One more call, guys. One more call, or I'm good. Am I good? Does everybody want to go to bed? Does everybody want to go to sleep? Tapping out? Give you guys. Means you know. YK means you know. Laughing my ass off. Y'all crazy. Shout out to everybody on the live. Who's perverted? That was awkward. One more. All right, I'm down, but come tap in. The link's right there. We got over 108 people on the live. Let's keep it going. Yes, we good. All right, good. We good then. We going. We rolling. Tap in. Tell a friend to tap in. Let's get on, man. Where the trolls at? I got all respectable people that enjoy boxing, but where the trolls at? The ones that be calling me them crazy names. The one that calls me biased. Like where y'all at? Why don't y'all interview me real quick? You know what I'm saying? Interrogate me to see if I pass the test. Get your rest, bro. It was a W show tonight. I'm going to tune in later this week. Shit sounds good right there. I ain't going to hold you. I felt like you saying that gave me like a break. I was like, whoof. We got one more minute until we get people out. Get out of here. The trolls be up in the day. Bro, they be bro. Let's be honest. Over 105 people. You telling me they ain't no troll? We got trolls up in here. Yeah, we need to go to sleep now. All right, Jackie. I'm about to go to bed. God bless each and every single one of y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is Mill City Boxing, home of the High Level Pro Boxing Media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, my People's Channel. God bless. This was a good live, and I'm out.